Hey everyone, welcome back to Arcade Spirits. We're just jumping right into it. Player versus player. This honestly, like, I looked up how long the game is supposed to be, and it just, am I just like extra slow, or does it feel so much longer? Cause, what is it? So this is, what, chapter 4, and there's 8 chapters total? Like, we just started chapter 4. We're, like, not even halfway through, and it's been, like, 6 hours. What the hell? What the helly? Oh my god, I need to charge my phone. What am I doing? God, I'm so out of it, but I was like, I want to play today, so here we are. It is the future year, 20-something. And this is my hour. Max has come and gone, and we're hoping a good number of the folks we reached out to there will be here today at my big event. Also, how is, like, the big event happening and we're not even halfway through the game? What else is gonna happen? What is happening? I guess we'll see. Funplex Funfest. This is a make or break moment for me. My chance to put the Funplex on the map. My chance to make something more of this job than a 9 to 5 vacuuming the carpet and looking for missing ski balls. My chance to prove to myself that I can do this. Everybody's counting on me to bring in the customers and keep them coming back for more. Without that, we're constantly at risk of the Funplex shutting down. So, no pressure or anything. Here I am in the break room, psyching myself up, watching the clock. Once the little hand hits the 10 and the big hand hits the 12, Funplex Funfest is a go. I don't want to be nervous. I don't want to be freaking out like I was at Max. I want to face this with absolute confidence. But, well, sadly, I'm me and not someone else. And those old instincts to assume that everything will go wrong, those feelings are still hanging on. Oh my god, what are you doing in the break room? You don't work here. Almost time to hit the stage. You ready, Magnus? No. Yes? You know what? Let's go with yes, even if it's no. I know exactly what you're feeling, Magnus. Your heart is racing and your breath is shallow and you feel like you might pass out any second. Check, check, and check. I get the same way before a major community event. But I'll let you into my little secret. I take those thoughts of, I'm anxious, and instead I tell myself, I'm excited. Both emotions have the same effects on the physical body, but changing the mental outlook works wonders. So, let's hear it. I'm, excited?
All right.
Perfection. Now don't stop. You keep telling yourself that, and I'll keep everyone else dancing. In the end, everybody wins. Dance on. I wonder if that interaction is only because Teo is, like, my highest right now. Do you think it changes depending on who's your highest? That's just a game theory. 10 o'clock. Time to do this. You can do this, Magnus. And you know what? Even if the family curse makes you fail miserably and crash and burn, at least you can say you took an honest whack at it. You'll never succeed if you don't at least take a few whacks. With that settled, I push through the door and out into the arcade. It's gotta be a success. Come on. Let's be honest, we'll probably get maybe a dozen randos anyway. No big deal, right? And that is not a dozen randos. That is considerably more than a dozen randos. Wait, why am I panicking? This is a good problem to have. We wanted a big crowd for the event. Okay, it's more folks to wrangle, but I can do this. I can do this. Oh my god, the customer service smile. I step out in front of the crowd, waving for attention. Hey! Hey, everyone! Briefly, I look down to make sure I'm wearing pants, unlike my nightmares about public speaking. Welcome, everyone, to Funplex Funfest at Francine's Arcade Funplex. We've got some awesome things in store for you today. I'll go over the basics, then we can get this party started. First, the token machines will be spitting out extra tokens when you buy $5 or more of them, so make the most of it. Second, the Fist of Discomfort tournament. We're streaming it live on Queen Bee's channel. Sign-ups are at the prize desk. See the giant pink flamingo for details. Third, a high score contest for nearly every other game in the arcade. Register your 3-letter initials with Gavin at the desk to join in. Whoever holds the top score at the end of the day gets a trophy and tokens. We're planning on a monthly high score challenge leaderboard, so let's get that started. Fifth, I can confirm the rumors. We're going to have Magical Moon Cuties playable on the floor today. The Funplex is home to the indies. Finally, in a few minutes, I'll be revealing our new rare game. Only a few prototypes were ever made, and today, you'll get to play one of them. All of those things were on the flyers and the promotional website and so on. Meaning the point-by-point was kinda redundant. They're ready to go. But I should pump up the crowd a bit, get them excited. Can't half-ass this either. Oh my god. Oh, this is an important one. We are gamers. This is our hour. This is your challenge. Veteran or newbie alike, I hope you all have a lot of fun and make new friends today. I like this one. The Funplex is meant to be fun for all. Casual gamer or core gamer, young or old, retro or modern, we want everybody to have a blast. Even if you don't walk away with a trophy, you'll be walking out of here with memories of time well spent with these great games, and the great people you'll meet today. So anything we can do to make sure you're having fun, you let us know. And we hope you come back to the Funplex again to recapture the magic moments you'll experience today. On behalf of the Funplex, thank you for joining us at Funplex Funfest. Now, let's get gaming. Yep, that got him excited. Right, okay. Now it's time to reveal our new rare game and get this show underway. Galvin and Naomi. Galvin? The fuck is that? Can I speak? Gavin and Naomi wheel the tarp-covered game out from the back room. Excitement builds in the crowd as it's pushed into place. My friends, I give you Wyvern Keep. A rare Laserdisc-based game, where you're a daring princess rescuing a prince from the clutches of an evil lizard. And the crowd goes mild? I thought Laserdisc games played like crap. Isn't that why they stopped making them? They're not all bad, and they can be kitschy nostalgia at least. I wanted to do dumb voices today, okay? Could be fun. Maybe I'll give it a shot after I'm out of the FOD tourney pools. Not the outburst of joy I'd hoped for.
Aww.
But I thought this game was really sought after by collectors and stuff. That's different from being popular.
I suppose.
I wouldn't worry, though. Today's crowd is fairly hardcore. Once more casual players are wowed by the animation, it should pay for itself. Didn't Magnus kinda get it for free? My point stands. Fair enough. I'm about ready to give up on this for now and move on to other things, when I spot something out of the corner of my eye. Very hesitantly, a young girl approaches, eyes full of wonder at the cartoon playing before her of the daring princess. And, after dropping in 2 tokens, she starts to play, standing on her tiptoes to do so. Games are meant to be played and loved. The players that grow to love them, players like me, always find them in the end. Hopefully, that girl will have cherished childhood memories of Wyvern Keep, just like I did. My nerves unwind somewhat on seeing everybody ready to go. Maybe today will work out just fine after all. With the event underway, folks head off to sign up for the high score challenges, the FOD tourney, or just to go play some games. As for me, I work my way through the crowd and back to the desk. One last thing to do. Check in with our VIPs before they dive headfirst into the storm. Teo's manning the stage to encore folks who get silly on the dance floor. Percy's preparing for his Moopy run. Queen Bee's ready to face her first opponents. I know I can rely on the staff, but in a lot of ways, the gamers are our star talent for the day. It's their event. I need to support them. For starters, I wave over Teo. Everything set for today's dancing, Teo? In Teo fashion, he winks and gives me a thumbs up.
Absolutely.
Ready to rock, but can't stop to chat. Running the stage is my next focus for the next few hours. It's going to take every ounce of social juice I can squeeze out. If you need me, check me out during the lunch break, okay? Phrasing! And K. Percy, world record time. You up for this? Absolutely. Whoa, okay, he definitely looks focused today. Not his usual softly smiling self. I already know I'm gonna sound Australian instead of British. Naomi set up a little camera to record the whole thing. When I set the record, I'll submit it as the new high score to defeat. The culmination of years of effort all coming to a head. The pressure's well and truly on, isn't it? I can always try another day, yes, but this isn't for me. I mean, it never was for me, but today it's also for you. For the Funplex, you mean? For you. This event is more than a way to put the Funplex on the map. It's like your own personal high score attempt, chasing a dream always grasping just out of reach. I'd hate to let you all down. Moral improvement systems online. Aim the encouragement cannons. Hey, if you bungle, there's always Donkey Kong. Win or lose, we'll all be proud of you today. Yeah. Percy, I know how much this game means to you, but don't feel you have to win this on my behalf, or even the Funplex's behalf. Volunteering for this high-pressure, public profile run, that means a lot to me. You're already doing everything you can do for us all. Oh my god. And honestly, I'm proud of you. Quite right, quite right. Very well. For myself, for you, and for the Funplex. I shall give it my all. Percy offers a quick salute, then marches off to war with Mr. Moopy's magic maze, having a seat on his stool to begin the run. Next up, checking in with...
What the f?
Oh. Hey, ready for the tournament?
Nope, no way.
I am not ready in the slightest. Not for this. Not for him. With a subtle head nod, she indicates a fairly nondescript fellow with a t-shirt and jeans. Standard gamer gear. But there's an unusual design on the back of his jacket, like some wide-eyed fanged Oni. This is a local event, right? Funplex regulars, city scrubs, and a bunch of dance maniacs from Max? That's... yes? I mean, yes, that's what this is. Then why the fuck is the demon here? The who?
Hey! Listen!
Known on Western shores as the Demon, and in his home country of Japan as Kami, he is the top-rated Fist of Discomfort player in the world. As for your question, Miss B, I invited him. What?
Ooh.
You asked me to handle invitations for the tournament, remember? As part of my helpful assistance in setting up Funplex Funfest. Honestly, I was surprised he accepted my invitation. All the other top-rated pros turned it down flat. He even flew here from Japan on his own dime. Yen. Isn't that nice of him? Magnus, did your magical phone fairy just put me dead in the crosshairs of the greatest player who ever lived? Maybe? Yes? We'll go with yes. Sorry. I am fucked. I am so completely fucked. Queen Bee can't be losing morale now, and I can't have my friends so frantic over this. Plus, this is one of the main events, and when she's in top fighting form, she's an all-star entertainer. I've got to pump her up. Queen Bee, kick his ass. That means you've got this, you know his moves. I say kick his ass, I think she'll vibe with that. As Queen Bee wrings her hands and chews her lip, I lock eyes with her. Queen Bee? Yeah? Destroy him. This is your shot at taking down the demon. Fate dropped this in your lap. Now you get to do what you do best. Fucking own it. She squeaks out a smile, but it's not her usual radiantly confident grin.
Hey, thanks.
Oh shit. I never know when they're gonna say something. Thanks, kid. I'll give it a shot. As she marches off to join the tournament, I'm getting a sinking feeling. Did I make
a mistake?
Oh, she's talking.
My calculations estimated that having a top player would bring in at least 150% more attendance. I mean, I was just trying to help this event be the best it could be.
Yeah, you should have consulted with me first, I fear. I didn't exactly give you a blank check, Iris. I know I wanted you to handle the petty details, but this isn't exactly a petty detail.
I'm sorry. I guess I miscalculated. Jeez. I feel bad about this. I didn't want to weigh down Queen Bee's spirit, but it's good that I feel bad, right? That I'm not making a purely quantitative analysis of the situation.
Humans are rarely purely quantitative.
Exactly!
That, oddly enough, cheers her up a bit. Right, and that's everybody squared away. For the next few hours, it's Floor Attendant Magnus on duty, making sure Funplex Funfest soars like an eagle, rather than a turkey. By and large, the event runs itself, or rather, Teo, Ashley, Gavin, and Naomi keep it rolling. My job is to troubleshoot. And boy howdy is there trouble to shoot. Not 1 hour in and we've got problems. Even if they aren't major ones, I don't want even minor problems to mess up this event. Not even one glass of spilled milk. My stress level is so high that I might start bawling at the sight of it.
Beep beep!
Magnus, can I be of assistance? I'd like to make things up to you for that invitation snafu. Is that how you pronounce that? I've definitely seen that word before, but I've never known how to pronounce it out loud. Currently, I'm detecting 3 problems for you to solve. Someone beating up a cabinet, a player loudly cursing at a game, and a crowd milling around the vending machines. As floor attendant and event manager, it's my duty to make things right. The crowd's already on edge from all the high-stakes competition. Where do we start? I feel like punching the cabinets is the biggest issue. This gamer's busy smacking the side of a Wild Rider cabinet. The fake plastic motorcycle handles on the front of the game rattle each time. No, 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 this can't be happening. Sir? Sir, you're not allowed to hit the games. Plus, if Naomi saw this, he'd be as good as excommunicated. Oh, you're that guy I got mad at when the fat dude wouldn't stop playing Moopy, right? Sorry, I've got anger issues. I'm trying to work on them. But would you just look at this, of all the rotten luck? I've got the top lap score. I did it, and now the game's frozen, right after crossing the finish line. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Honestly, I'm not surprised. Wild Rider is one of our most problematic games, constantly freezing or going splat. Naomi fixes it at least once a week. It was made in the early 2000-somethings, with janky low polys and low production values as a whole. I'm sorry for hitting the game. I guess that was pretty rude of me, but is there anything you can do to help me keep my score? I've got a real shot at winning this one. This guy rubs me the wrong way, but he seems sincere in his apology. And he's a paying customer today, despite claiming he'd leave forever, so I should keep that ball rolling. Let's see. Oh, unplugging it and plugging it back in. Let me check with Naomi. She's the one who would probably know best. Okay, hang on. I'm going to check with our technician, see if there's anything we can do to recover your game. Already texted Naomi for ya. Thanks, Iris. Naomi comes charging out of her workshop, looking perturbed.
Ugh.
Wild Rider again. Quickly, she slips around behind the game, popping open the back panel. She uses her phone's flashlight to poke through the works. These early 3D games are such a pain. If it was a pure retro game or even a pure modern one, it'd be way more reliable. Okay, I think I see the problem. 1 second. And like that, the virtual motorcycle unfreezes, confetti and cheers sounding from the game as it properly registers the lap time. All done. Call me if it breaks again. Bye. Oh man, she did it! My score's saved! Hallelujah! I owe you, seriously. I'm taking home that Wild Rider trophy. Another happy customer, but I should keep an eye on that game in case it falls apart again. Next problem. Swearing up storm's a problem around the kids. Or the snack machine. Let's do the snack machine. Because it's not like this place is just for kids, you know what I mean? Sometimes people are gonna swear. I'm sorry, it's the truth. Button mashing is thirsty work, and right away from the red lights on the soda machine, I know exactly what's wrong. The waters of life, the dew that flows from the mountains, have dried up. What gives? It's completely empty! Shouldn't they have stocked up before a big event? We did stock up. They just drank it all faster than expected, and there's no more in the back to replace it. Aw, I need more caffeine, more caffeine! I think you've had enough there, buddy. They'd sell us all those salty snacks from one machine, then empty our wallets into the other. It's all part of the grand master plan. Pretty sure nothing we do here is organized enough to be considered a grand master plan. Although, maybe I should run this by Gavin. He might have a way to turn this conspiracy theory into reality. We want soda, we want soda! Ashley's doing her best to intervene, but a giant flamingo isn't really distracting enough to keep a bunch of thirsty gamers at bay. How are we gonna fix this? Ooh. I don't really want to inconvenience them. Maybe we can use Iris here. Logistics problem? This feels like a job for...
Hello!
Iris, at your service. We need soda pronto. If these kids don't get their daily intake of sugar, their insulin will drop to dangerously low levels. We need 100 liters of soda. Stat. Yes, Dr. Magnus. I'll order up a dozen boxes right away. I need that life-saving fluid now, Nurse Iris. Even with free 2-day shipping, I don't think they'd get here soon enough. Already got it covered, Magnus. And soon, even over the din of the crowd, I can hear a distant buzzing sound drawing closer and closer. Through the front windows of the Funplex, I see a squadron of flying delivery drones, each bearing a single case of soda. The phalanx of quadcoptered rotors carefully descend, stacking the boxes perfectly, before disengaging cargo clamps and soaring off into the city skyline. Wow. I love the smell of soft drinks in the morning. Smells like victory. On seeing the arrival of the drinks, the crowd cheers. A few of the friendlier sorts help me carry the cases in, for the drink-craving gamers to feast upon. Thanks a bundle, Iris. You're one step ahead, as always. You didn't hijack those drones or steal that soda, right? Relax. I'm trying to be super ethical today. I charged it to the Funplex's account, like any soda delivery. The shipping's going to cost a lot, though. Fair enough. Now, what next? Wait a second. As I loop back around to the center of the room, I can't help but notice two things. Percy's looking oddly irate, and Queen Bee is missing. My instinct says I should tend to our VIPs first and foremost. I don't think I can cover both of them in time, but I could help out at least one of them. Even if it leaves the last of those crowd problems twisting in the wind. I don't know. This is triage. Where should I focus? If Percy's still there, at least, then that's good. If Queen Bee is gone, I feel like that's a bigger problem. So let's try that. We're approaching lunchtime, so maybe she's off getting food, but I'm not so sure. The Queen Bee I know would be watching the tournament pools and studying her opponents. Heck, I've seen her pack protein bars for a quick lunch rather than walk away from FOD. I decide to check in with Gavin, who has an eagle's eye view of the entire event from his perch at the prize desk. Hey, Gavin, I was wondering where... She's in the employee break room. Where Queen Bee is, okay. I'm honestly kind of surprised you let her in there. It's crowded in here, and one less anxiety-riddled gamer in the mix is probably healthy for the event as a whole. If you'll excuse me, I've got scores to tally. Best of luck. Okay, I guess that answers that. Weaving through the crowd, I make my way to the employees-only door. I scratched out the apostrophe last week. Sure enough, Queen Bee's here, thumbing through her social media feeds. Hey, QB. Oh, hey, kid. So, what's up?
Oh, not much, really. Just wondering what I'm gonna do after L7 boots me from the team. I lose all my subscribers, and I'm lying downtrodden in the esports gutter begging for tokens. So, not much, really.
What, because of the demon? One loss, especially to the best player in the world, can't possibly torpedo your whole career. Queen Bee sighs, locking her phone for now and tucking it away, her face still wrought with trepidation. Look, kid.
It's It's complicated.
There's things about L7 that I don't talk about. Some really fucked up things. It's not just the pressure to perform. It's the pressure to perform perfectly at every second of my career. It's expectations beyond the norm, beyond what anyone else on my team has to deal with. Simply put, I'm a woman in esports. That is what changes everything. Sorry to hear that. Is someone giving you trouble? What, are they making sexist jokes about fixing them sandwiches? Aren't we all equal in gaming? It's just button tapping. That's a little naive to say, I fear. Because it is true. You know, women are still pretty looked down upon in gaming, I fear. Is someone giving you trouble? Oh, Queen Bee, I'm so sorry to hear that. Listen, if someone on your team is making your life miserable... What? No. No, more misery than what I have to deal with on the daily from the persistent internet trolls. The fuck? I get from my team... Or the shit. Oh my god, I thought it was a period or something. To end the sentence. The shit I get from my team is way more subtle than that, but it stings way more than the normal barb.
Do you know why L7 signed me in the first place? I'm their mascot. The only lady on a male-dominated team. I was just so excited to be getting a pro contract in the first place that I didn't look any deeper. You know, I really should have looked deeper. If I did, I would have noticed their history. Women gamers hired and fired over the years, always let go for performance issues. Performance issues, my ass. They have a rotating slot for the obligatory eye candy hire, and everyone knows it. And now I'm starting to hear rumblings about my performance. It's like I'm getting too old for them, and it's time to trade in for a younger, hotter esports star. And it's not like any of this is in writing. Oh no. They never say why it happens. It's to avoid the legal system, obviously. They blame the gamer every time. Poor performance, but it's as plain as the nose on your face.
Damn it, I thought she'd talk more. I was trying to sip some tea. Instinctively, I go cross-eyed, trying to look at my own nose. Well, maybe not my nose. Mine is a work of sublime beauty, crafted by the gods themselves. You know, this kind of shit happens all the time in esports. Montages and interviews are always focused on me being a woman and not on my skills as a gamer. I mean, it's not just in esports. It's soaked into the entire fucking gaming culture. Women, LGBT+, people of color, minorities, people with disabilities. Basically, everyone who's not in the industry's marketing target has to work extra hard to get where they want to be, and get treated like shit along the way. I fought tooth and nail to get where I am now, and to have it be threatened because I don't uphold their sexist standard anymore is, frankly put, bullshit. So, it's there and it's real, but tough to prove any real allegations. Closest thing I've got to hard evidence is my win-loss rating. It's steady and solid, no performance problems at all.
Nope, no way.
I don't lose. They can't drop the axe just yet, not until I make a mistake. And well, taking on the demon and getting destroyed in front of a live-streamed audience at a small event, an event I should be winning hands down. That's all they need to justify abandoning ship. Honestly, I'd have abandoned ship on this team ages ago, if not for the fact that I rely on my team's salary to live. I've had to put up with those L7 sponsored events at Deco's Palace. What a filthy pit of ego and aggression that place is. But without this contract, I'd need a real job, like an ordinary pleb. Fuck that. I'm a gamer, and this is my fucking dream. So, I suck it up and endure all the little microaggressions. No way around it now. If I want to keep being a pro, I have to beat the demon. But how do you kill that which has no weakness? Come on, everybody has a weakness. What's his?
Maybe.
Well, maybe if he has a heart attack or spontaneously combusts, being on fire is totally a weakness. Maybe walk me through it. In Fist of Discomfort, how do you counterplay your opponent? I'm utter crap at that genre. Maybe explaining it to a noob will help. She pauses, trying to figure out how to word it on a level that even an neophyte can handle? Let's see. Okay, so there's 3 playstyles in FOD. Aggro, mid-range, and control. To put simply, aggro is quick beatdowns, mid-range is balance, and control is long-term planning. In this case, I play aggro, and from what I know about the demon, he's an absolutely perfect control player. He uses elaborate item combinations to stall the game, then seals your doom. And I'm gonna hazard that control beats aggro. Most of the time, yeah. It sacrifices early game power for early game stall, meaning I burn out while he's just getting warmed up.
It's complicated.
If I wanted to counterplay him, I'd have to play mid-range. But I haven't practiced those characters, that playstyle. He'd outskill me easily. No choice, I guess. I have to get out of my comfort zone and face the demon as mid-range. I'll figure something out along the way. I'm going to slay the demon. I'm going to do this. I will. Agreed, it's time to go exorcist. And if not, let's not say that. Agreed. Then I think it's time to load up on holy water and crossbows and purge this entity from our sacred funplex. Now we're talking. Let's put L7 aside for the moment, because even if I win this battle, I'm leaving them in my wake. But here and now, it's time to focus on the fight.
Hey, thanks.
Oh, she said it. This helped. I mean, I'm still very likely doomed, but I feel better about my doom as a whole. You'll be there for the finals later on today? I nod in affirmative. Although Percy should be wrapping his higher score run at about the same time, meaning, Hey, it's cool, I get it. You've got a lot going on. No pressure. Now you've got an event to manage, and I've got a fight to prep for. Let's both do what we do best. You got it, Queen Bee. She pulls out her phone to do a little research as I depart. Half a Funplex Funfest in the can. Have to go. I've been running myself ragged trying to catch every little problem, and there's still plenty left to do, but no sense not practicing self-care, too. It's time to get my lunch on. And what a nice quiet moment to myself would probably help. Or wow, a nice quiet moment to myself would probably help. What would help more would be a smidge of social interaction beyond crisis management. Percy and Queen Bee are obviously tied up in their own affairs, but everybody else should be open. Who could I lean on in my time of need? Naomi, Gavin, Ashley, Teo. Oh, I have to pick. I had to pick between Gavin and Teo. Oh no. I still have not decided who I really want to go for. Because initially I was absolutely 110% sold on Gavin, but now I'm like, Teo. Should I go for Teo? Fuck it. Teo's looking concernedly down at his phone. He collectively wipes his brow and exhales. Maybe Teo would like to join me on a break. Seems we could both use a little energy boost. Appears to be a good time, too. The ever-present group of dancers is cleared away from Showtime stage for the time being. Dancers need to refuel too, I guess. Hey, Teo, how's the dancing today? Every time I look over here, people are laughing and smiling. Oh, hey. They're rocking and grooving their hardest today. Our crowd might not have as many hoots and hollers and intense battles as Queen Bee's. We've got more newcomers.
Hell yeah!
And we are totally killing it. That's great to hear. The fraction of me madly worrying about Showtime stage is calm, but the rest is still a mess of anxiety. You're too hard on yourself, Magnus. Everyone, including you, is doing a fantastic job. Thanks, Teo. But remember to take a break for yourself, too. In fact, have you eaten lunch yet? Nah, I haven't had the time. Seems now is the perfect time, then. I got a mighty hunger, and you're coming with me to Whole Story. How could I ever refuse you? Plus, I've got a mighty hunger, too, and it's for more time with you. Oh! I'm left utterly speechless, and before I can find the words, Teo continues on. And for some tasty cake. Okay, let's go do the thing with the putting of the foods into our mouth holes. Okay. Sometimes the dialogue, man. I must move past. My companion fetches a table in the crowded cafe, while I memorize our order and carry it forth to Jan's service counter. I make my way to the front of the line, trying to keep the lunch order neatly arranged in my brain despite all the chaos of today's event.
Well, look who's here.
I'm looking.
It's our favorite arcade wrangler.
Arcade minion? Arcade flunky? What's the right term?
Event manager, actually. You know those flyers for Funplex Funfest I asked you to pass out? It's my baby.
Moving up in the world, I see.
A proud parent of a shiny arcade baby.
And yet, no invite for us to the baby shower.
Why, I feel snubbed.
But seriously, we couldn't be prouder of you. And to think when you first walked in these doors, you were still trying to figure out your place in things.
Ben and I know a thing or two about finding your dream and sacrificing to make it happen.
Long hours, hard work,
Hard hours and long work, too.
struggling to make ends meet.
Having meetings to discuss how to end the struggles.
Can't imagine how difficult it must have been for you to get to where you are now.
It wasn't that difficult, honestly. I came up with a name, talked it up to the max, and that's it.
Oh, I'd be on the lookout for hidden costs on the back end then.
Speed bumps on the road of life to catch you unawares as you're soaring down the highway of success.
Why would you
But
say
if
that?
you wreck your $500,000 imported sports car of business triumph, we'll be there to drown your sorrows in coffee.
And donuts.
And donuts.
Don't forget the donuts, an essential component. Next order, please.
Shaking my head, I wander back to our table with a lunch in tow. I ended up ordering a massive amount of food. It's amazing the stuff Ben and Matt have here beyond just whole-enabled pastries. In my case, a grilled cheese sandwich with a cup of tomato soup and a chocolate chip cookie for dessert. All this event managing has given me an unquenchable appetite, and I'm filling it with as many calories as I can look at. I'm pretty sure I earned it, though. As I sit across from Teo, I take note of what he ordered. A hearty-looking salad, a bag of kettle chips, and a decadent slice of chocolate cake. All of this looks so delicious. 'Tis a feast set for royalty. By royalty, I mean me and you. We should just share it all. I'm not opposed to sharing. Just looking at the cake is making my mouth water. A splendid idea. We dig in, eating bits and pieces of each other's food. But as I'm stuffing my face morsel by morsel, I can't help but notice that Teo's phone is blowing off the hook with notification noises. Every few seconds it buzzes and chimes in. After several minutes, he reaches for his phone. I say you just ignore those. Low-key. Like, you need to have a break. Call me old-fashioned, but I like to try and be in the present with who's in front of me. I enjoy being able to focus on my friend without the constant beeping. And Teo should really just enjoy his break. Focusing on your phone isn't really focusing on yourself. Believe me, if I had the option to focus my attention anywhere, it would be solely on you. But unfortunately, this is for work. Work? As in your job? Yes, I have one of those. I mean, I didn't mean to say you didn't have a job. I just have no idea what you do. Just like you, I make a living in the arcade industry. I don't work in an arcade per se, but I am one of the community managers for the North American division of Showtime Stage. Whoa, that's really neat. It's almost exactly what you see me do at the Funplex, but on a wider scale. More big tournaments, more interacting on social media, even more dancing. Sounds literally perfect for you, Teo. How did that even happen? Funny and interesting things happen when you have a lot of friends. Makes me think I should work on my networking skills. From what I saw, you did great at Max. Otherwise, we wouldn't have as many people here today as we do. That's a good point. I did bust my ass to make things work out at Max. As did you, honestly. Getting us magical moon cuties was a huge plus. Glad to have a friend like you around.
Don't sell yourself short. You're a great friend, too. I mean, look at me now. Last time we lunched here, I was stressing over silly things, wasn't I? You helped me realize that if I don't take the time for myself, I'd never be the best Teo I could be.
I'm glad to have helped Dance Teo's best Teo seem to be in a better place. Glad. My friend's happiness makes me happy, and I'm overjoyed that I was able to make a difference in Teo's life. I meant it all. You really deserve to care for yourself. We all care about you, Teo, and I'm glad you're starting to see that.
It's just so easy to fall into those comfortable, self-destructive habits. And yeah, I was totally stuck in that cycle.
I know what you mean, Teo. It's been a constant struggle to break out of the mold that my family brought me up in. Watching you has inspired me, too.
But you helped me realize I wasn't caring for myself enough. And I'm forever grateful for that. It's by no means the end of the battle, but it's nice to know I'm not alone anymore. And before I get too mushy about my feelings, I should head back to Showtime stage.
Ditto. There's still so much I need to do. The day is only halfway over, but thanks for sharing this much-needed break with me.
Anytime.
Rushing through the rest of our lavish meals, we wrap things up and slip back into the Funplex, almost unnoticed in all the noise and chaos at of the Funplex Funfest. The next few hours pass quickly. With renewed confidence, Percy's deep into his world record run and performing admirably. He's intensely focused on that score, inching ever closer. While Queen Bee effortlessly destroys locals on the path to her inevitable showdown with the demon. Myself, I float through it all, taking care of little problems while keeping an eye on both of them. But as the event winds to a close, all eyes are on our two main events, and the very real possibility of our local heroes falling apart at the finish line. Technically, the arcade-wide score competition is still on. The crowds are ignoring the games in favor of crowding around Fist of Discomfort and Moopy. Percy's been on a solid run since his earlier fumbles. Queen Bee's been effortlessly destroying all competitors, as expected. But the demon has been matching her game for game, destroying all his opponents as well. And as predicted, grand finals will come down to Queen Bee versus the demon. And as for the magical world of Moopy, Percy's closing in on that world record. With the tape rolling and ready to submit to Twin Galaxies, the pressure's on. I got Queen Bee through her worries, but that was just the prelude. This is the main event. But Percy's not looking great, hunched over his joystick. He might need me. I can't be there for them both as much as I want to. Who do I focus on? I do kind of feel bad. I've like totally ignored Percy low-key, and also I already kind of helped her out a little bit. So maybe I should help Percy out. I know our main event is Fist of Discomfort, but Percy's high score run is just as important in my eyes. I should spread my attention out a bit. The good news is that he's closing in on the world record, approaching 3.5 million. A small crowd has gathered to watch Percy's progress. Not as large a crowd as the one around Fist of Discomfort, but Retro still has a following in 20-something, clearly. Almost there, you can do it! I gently push my way to the front of the crowd. Percy is deep in concentration, as I see a bead of sweat slide down his brow. As much as I don't want to take his focus off of Moopy, Percy could use a little check-in. Almost there?
Almost there.
Mr. Moopy glides through maze after maze, point pressing by sticking around just long enough to grab all the dots to zap all the monsters before exiting stage left. His expression is dead serious, absolute focus, in the zone. But I know once he achieves this dream he's been reaching for, we'll get our happy Percy back from the zone. Any minute now, just a matter of minutes before the world record is his at long last. I'm almost... Percy? Almost. Something's wrong. Something is very wrong. That's not the look of someone in the zone, that's the look of someone in actual physical pain. Percy's face becomes a sharp grimace, as his hand clutches around the joystick hard enough to send Mr. Moopy down a dead end. His right hand clutches at his chest, every muscle in his body tightening, sweats forming on his brow. If I didn't know any better, I'd think, is he having a fucking heart attack?
No, not now. Not now.
Percy, you okay there? What's wrong? It's nothing. Just my heart. It's fine. Just this condition I have. Quickly, he grabs my jacket with the same ferocity he was grabbing at his shirt.
Please, just a few minutes. Don't do anything. Don't stop me yet. I can do this.
Oh god, that's so tough. Cause like if he ends up like fine, if he's almost to the score, he's gonna be. Oh, like if it was me, I would be so fucking pissed. If like my life's dream was in my grasp and I just needed like 2 more seconds, but then someone fucking pulled the plug on the game. Oh, I'd be so mad. Like obviously it's for good reason, but still. Also, the neutral one is to let him keep playing, which is odd. Fuck it. This is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. This is his dream, and it's mine to make the funplex soar. Maybe it's just fear of everything crashing down, denial that anything's wrong. But I offer him a nod. Keep going. He gives an appreciative look, quickly navigating Moopy through the maze, to the exit, and through the next maze, and then another jolt of pain shoots through his body as he collapses off his stool. Fuck! No, dreams be damned. I'm not insane enough to let him die over this. Iris, call 911. On it. At least he appreciated it, you know what I mean? Like, because again, if it were me, I would kind of be pissed. I'm just saying. Please, please, I have to do this. Maybe it's my American brain. Being like, I simply will not go to the doctor for, like, anything if I don't have to. It's fine. Gavin takes a moment to direct the ever-growing crowd. Funny how emergencies always draw way more attention than the event itself. I need everyone back away and give Percy some space. An ambulance will be arriving soon, and I need a clear path. The crowd murmurs, some of them feeling uncomfortable, wandering off to the Fist of Discomfort finals, which are clearly wrapping up from the sound of it. Others make a clear path, but stand around watching and waiting. This isn't how I wanted it to end. It's not over. It's just over for now. Okay? I'm with you. I'm here for you. Focus on me. We'll get through this. I suppose. Thank you. I'm sorry to burden you with this. A few minutes later, the ambulance approaches. 2 EMTs rush into the arcade, rolling along a stretcher. I go with him, of course. Because this is my fault. I'm the one who organized the event. I'm the one who pushed everybody past their limits. All in the name of making my dream a reality. Dude, he didn't do it against his will. What are we talking about? Dude, I've been working hard to make what would have been a temporary job and a long string of temporary jobs into something more. Something I can believe in, but I didn't stop to think what that would cost me and everyone around me. Dude, it is simply not that deep, I fear. Like, it's not personal to you. I wasn't a blood relative, but Percy insisted I stay with him the whole way through the admission process. I was there when the doctor explained that the tremor had passed, and with emergency medication and an overnight observation period, he'd likely be released the next day. And even as visiting hours dwindled away, I stayed at his bedside. On the plus side, I'll be swimming in little pudding cups tonight, I suppose. Might be hard to sleep, what with all that free sugar. Truth be told, he's in better spirits than I am. I suppose I owe you an explanation, don't I? It's not like you're obliged to share your medical history with a stranger, Percy. But you're hardly a stranger, yes? Now, I wouldn't call you a confidant, but I'll confide in you regardless. There's a heart disease, a rare one, which runs in my family. And now, it's my time. I tried treatment for it, but I'm afraid my old ticker didn't improve one bit. So, how long do you have? At last check, 2 years. I think you see now why I'm rather eager to topple that high score sooner than later, as there may not be a later, see?
Now, none of that. I made peace with this ages ago. Life is, unfortunately, a fatal illness. Everybody passes in time. Mine may be sooner than others, sooner than yours, but that's just how it's going to be. The important thing is not the quantity, but the quality of that life. I'm aiming to make the most of my remaining days, raising money for charities, working on my Moopy ambition, enjoying time with friends, things like that.
And playing a silly arcade game for hours and hours every day counts as quality time? The instant I say it, I regret it. Normally I stop and think more, decide something appropriate to say, but it just slipped out. Fortunately, he doesn't seem to mind. Absolutely. I suppose I may as well summarize for you the reason why I'm obsessive about my silly arcade game. My sister. My dear little sister Stella, the first in my family to fall to this heart disease. Stella was the one who loved Moopy, loved it with all her heart, and it's in her honor that I chase my score, not for my glory, but for her memory. And now I don't know what to say. I don't really know Percy that well. I never truly sat down with him for a chat or anything like that, and now he's bearing his soul to me. But again, he seems to understand my predicament. Cheer up, love. It's my burden to bear, not yours. Truthfully, I'm lucky today wasn't the end. We'll have another chance. I've you to thank for that. Bullshit. Pardon? Yeah. If I knew you were this unhealthy, believe me, I wouldn't have pushed you into this publicity stunt. I want the Funplex to succeed, but not that badly. I took for granted that you spent so much time playing Moopy. Heck, what's another few hours?
Rather unfortunate.
Now, you don't get full responsibility for this. As noted, I didn't tell you. I should have, and that's on me. I agreed to help you with Funplex Funfest. That was my choice. I knew that high pressure could do this, and I did it anyway. For you, and for me. And you know why it's so important to me. You know why I'd ignore even my doctor's orders and carry on.
So if you insist on considering yourself a fool, well, I'm just as foolish. We could be proper fools together. Is that acceptable?
Yeah.
Then we have an accord.
2 years, huh? Give or take. It's strange how at peace he is with the idea of dying. I wasn't with him the whole day through. Now I sort of wish I had been. Queen Bee needed my help too, but, well, hindsight, 2020, that kind of thing. Before I can say another word, there's a sharp knock at the door, which then immediately opens.
What the f?
Oh my god, holy fuck, Pear, what the fuck happened? They told me your heart exploded or something. Also, hi kid. Hi? Ah, Queen Bee. How'd the tournament go? Afraid I was a bit occupied at the moment. Couldn't watch the finals. Who fucking cares? I do. I just said so, yes? Sorry, right. I'll keep it short. I lost. Got completely and utterly owned, too. Ah, jeez. What about L7 Gaming? Did they fire you? Surprisingly enough, it's not as bad as I'd feared. Seems that the demon actually came all this way not to kick my ass, but to scout me. He's forming a team, and wants me to join. Wait, the demon is hiring you? No more L7?
Victory!
No more L7. What way to twist a defeat into a victory, eh? Another dream I nearly annihilated while trying to achieve my— What are you fucking talking about? Why is my character so quick to be like, hey, actually, everything is my fault all the time? Hey, so literally, logically, no, it is not. Like, it was literally not your fault that the dude came. It was Iris. You didn't do it. Not, like, it's kind of pissing me off, I'm gonna be honest. Like, the character is not just, like, kind of self-deprecating. It literally just doesn't make sense. That doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry, it doesn't. What is happening? Well, I was like, where'd my mouse go? Nearly, though. Thank goodness for turns of fortune. Right? That's my story, in Reader's Digest form. Now it's your turn, Pear. What the fuck, man? Nothing for you to concern yourself with. Just a minor embuggerance. Oh, bullshit. This is the same thing your sister had, isn't it? Well, it's not like Percy's only friends with me. Seems he's told Queen Bee his tale too. No wonder she rushed right over. Well, yes. How long? 2 years. Fuck. The hospital PA system chimes, grabbing my attention. Your attention, please. Your attention, please. Visiting hours are now over. Visiting hours are now over. Suppose it's time for you two to head on home. Don't you worry about me. I'll be out of here in the morning. Probably take a break from Moopy for a time, but I'll pop by the Funplex all the same. Only if you're sure, Percy. You know me, love. I'm an optimization expert, and my way of keeping calm through this silliness is to optimize the happiness I can find in the time remaining to me. And that means the Funplex. The Funplex. Queen Bee offers me a ride back to the car. I've still got an event to wrap up, and then a bus to catch back to my apartment. Neither of us really feel like talking on the way there. Fair enough. I'm back. Not that there's much to come back to. All the plastic trophies I'd picked out for the high score contests are gone, along with their winners. I was fiddling with a ponytail and I dropped it. Oh no. It's gone forever. Looks like everybody's closing up shop. Ashley tidying up a bit, Naomi literally having fallen asleep at the prize desk, and Francine up way past her bedtime, squinting at a computer printout.
Hello, dearie.
Gavin ran the numbers while you were out. Despite the discount on tokens, we made a tidy profit today. Far above and beyond what the Funplex normally draws. Why did I give her a British accent? From what Ashley tells me, the mood was quite jovial near the end, with many nice folks saying they plan to return. And even if the local champ didn't win at Fist of Discomfort, they got to see the demon in action. That's a feather in our cap. I hoped you'd be pleased with the news. This is what you wanted, yes? To put the Funplex on the map? Business is going to be just peachy now, especially with more lovely parties like this one. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I am happy about it. It just... exhausted. Emotionally, mentally, and physically.
Well, for what it's worth, we're all rather exhausted, dearie. But we've got no regrets. I'd like to think I know a thing or two about dreams. Dreams and how difficult they can be to make a reality. Your dream of a thriving Funplex is going to take hard work from each and every one of us. But we're ready, willing, and able. Well, true, Queen Bee didn't win, and true, Percy was, hospitalized, but the poor dear. But we did it! Your friends saw it through, and they do it all over again, without a doubt.
I nod, a bit numb to it all. I'm sure I'll feel like $1,000,000 tomorrow, when Percy strolls back in and smiles, and Queen Bee's sporting her fancy new team jacket. When the daytime crowds are thick with newcomers, happy to be playing the games they love. When I really get to see the effects of what we accomplished. But for now, I really just want to go to bed. You need anything else from me tonight? We're all wrapped up like a bow. I'm on my way home for a good night's sleep myself. Go home, Magnus. We'll see you tomorrow. Is the place gonna blow up or something? It's a little too and then tomorrow everything will be great. I feel like something's gonna happen. I turn the keys in the lock, slumping into the apartment.
Hi!
So, how'd it go? Was Funplex Funfest every bit as awesome as the awesome poster I designed for it? The players went home happy and business is booming. Hooray! Why don't you look happy? It's been a long day. Well, okay. Honestly, Magnus, you're an inspiration to me. You had the guts to chase your dreams. It's tough work, but I knew that Iris could find you something you love. And I've been wondering if I should follow in your footsteps. You want to become an arcade czar? No, silly. I mean, just try to find something to do with my life other than make coffee for executives and file their paperwork.
I've got it.
Like that poster. I could try to be a graphic designer, maybe. I've always loved doing stuff like that. What do you think? Except that following your dreams can run you ragged, like it did to me today. It could nearly torpedo your future. It could even kill you. Is it worth it? Is it really worth all the trouble? You're already doing fine. Maybe you could find a graphic design firm. Follow your dreams. Francine's right. I chose this path. I chose to make my life difficult in order to make my life into something. Juniper's helped me out along the way, and I should help her in turn. I'm not gonna lie. It wouldn't be easy, not by a long shot. But, yeah, I think you should chase your dreams. Become an artist on your own terms.
Thank you.
I knew I had the right idea. Thanks, Magnus. You need to get to bed and sleep. Tomorrow, I'll make you pancakes, a reward for my hard-working arcade czar. You used to have pancakes every morning during those summer trips, right? Your mom made them. That was ages ago, Juniper, when my folks could afford trips to the shore. And Juniper gets a wry smile. I think I know exactly how we can celebrate your newfound success. How about... a trip? A beach vacation? We're getting a beach episode? Oh! Fuck yeah. Fuck yes, beach episode. Let's go, let's go. Yes, Teo's definitely... yeah, so still up for Teo. Good, 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 good. Yeah, and I'm still very, like, compassionate. I just pick whatever feels natural. You know what? So it's weird that it's, like, all those responses. Woohoo! Today's pizza fact is, the world's largest pizza covered 10,000 square feet and measured 140 feet across. It weighed in at 44,457 pounds. That is simply too heavy. Do you want to save your game? Yes. Just in case. That was definitely a shorter chapter. Okay. Let's just rock it into the next one. Under the boardwalk. Beach episode. Let's fucking go. It is the future year 20-something. And romance is in the air. Or at least romance will be in the air if Iris has anything to say about it. Oh my god. She's gonna be my wingman. Also, I'm not actually in that glorious 20-something neon metropolis today. I'm about 134.7 miles south of it. Oh yeah. That's much better. Just the smell of the sea salt, the saltwater taffy, the baking hot sands. It's just like I remember. You've never been to the Flotsam Beach before, Juniper. Well, it's just like I remember you remembering it was then.
Definitely.
This is definitely one of my better ideas. Top 10, maybe even top 5 ideas. What a fantastic way to celebrate your success at the Funplex. As a reward for your hard work, you return to the beach where you first played Wyvern Keep, where your family spent their summer vacations. Oh, how sentimental. My heart, I can't. I feel the need to say something pithy, and dismissive in the face of her unrelenting cheer, but to be honest, I'm definitely smiling. This place holds so many dear memories for me. Before my parents lost their jobs and we began the downward spiral of bad family luck, we loved coming to Flotsam Beach. And coming back here, for sure, is a treat.
Yes!
This place is great. Sand and sea and that boardwalk. All those little shops and the best fried food the East Coast can provide. And arcades aplenty and seashells and airbrush t-shirts and plastic sunglasses and... I want to see it all. I want to do it all. I think you're more excited about this than I am, Juniper. You're excited too. Don't deny it, Magnus.
Later.
Okay, I'm gonna go get changed into my swimsuit before the others get here. Be right back. The others, right. That was the second part of Juniper's plan, see? But this wasn't just a treat for me, but for everybody associated with the Funplex. We'd have to drive down here in groups and pay for our own hotel rooms to keep the costs down. But soon enough, a Saturday outing for all staff and VIPs had become a reality. It was real sweet of her to include everyone in on the trip, too. We worked hard to make Funplex Funfest a success. I certainly couldn't have done it without the help from my friends. Within the next hour, there'd be 9 of us bouncing around in swimsuits, making sandcastles, and buying cheap souvenirs and playing seaside arcade games. Hopefully not accidentally drowning in the riptide, as my inner lifeguard felt the need to warn. One day of fun in the sun, for everyone. And as for this evening...
Beep, beep.
Well, Iris had other plans for me.
Well, have you decided yet? Have you?
Is she gonna be like, have a dinner date with someone?
Time's running out, you know.
With a sigh, I pull out my phone, summoning my digital djinn. And why is time running out, exactly?
I've run the numbers and calculated a 99.97% chance of romantic success if you take your special someone on a moonlit seaside stroll. It's the perfect confluence of all projected event vectors that will lead you to love and happiness. Romance is in the air. Can't you feel it?
Right now, all I feel is slightly overheated. I need to go change.
Yes! Yes! Good! Put on your sexy swimwear. It'll improve my projections.
She's been going on and on about this ever since finding out about the beach trip. Iris, why this sudden obsession with finding me a special someone anyway? I've turned my life around. I found a job, I found a dream even. To make something of the Funplex, to let it grow and shine. You've done well helping me with all that. This is the happiest I've been in years, honestly.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, I've tried workplace romances before, back in the shoe shop days, and it worked out for a while, until I realized we weren't soulmates. A high-quality dad joke. Point is, I know I said I'd be open-minded about this sort of thing. I haven't forgotten what we talked about the day I joined the Funplex, but now that I'm faced with it, I'm not sure. Magnus, you've spent weeks getting to know these people. You've even taken a few of them out to lunch. What if I make things awkward? What if I can't decide? Yeah, what if I can't decide? I'm actually kind of torn on who I want to try to, woo. I'm pretty close to a few of them already. Really close. Also, I get the feeling a few of them feel the same way about me. I could be reading the signals wrong, but if not, what do I do? Relax. We're all adults. In the end, this is up to you and whoever you choose. If it works out, great. If it doesn't, that's okay. Don't overthink it, yeah? You're not a middle schooler anymore. And there's a sudden flashback to Jamie pouring apple juice down my shirt to show affection. Meep. Right, okay.
My sources say yes.
Trust me, Magnus, this is your moment. But you don't have to decide right now. In fact, you shouldn't. Take the day with all your friends to really think about it. After dinner, I'll have finished my number crunching, and we'll have your final relationship scores. That'll help guide your decision. Let's take a look. Behold, weeks of emotional data fully analyzed. When you're considering dance partners, maybe consider Teo. He's a sweetheart and deserves to be in the spotlight for a change. So that's it? It's decided?
No. The points are just a guide. And it's not like I'm gonna force you to woo someone just because they're your top match. I still need to calculate how well your personality matches what they're looking for. That'll net you bonus points. Consider it food for thought, you know? And you've still got the rest of today to see who you're a good fit for. Maybe cram in some more time with them. Anyway, keep an open mind, yeah? By the way, according to GPS, your potential romances will be here in less than 2 minutes. Have fun!
I hastily jam my phone back in my pocket before anyone can hear that. Dang it, Iris. I could have just chillaxed by the sea, maybe found that old arcade where I once played Wyvern Keep, and had a pleasant time. But now I need to be sizing up romantic partners? Although, maybe there is someone I've been getting close to. Someone I think I wouldn't mind being closer to, in fact. And it has been a long time since I felt like I could even try having someone to share my life with. Maybe it's time to look for love again. But for now, I decide to focus on the day ahead. Fun in the sun. Good, clean fun in the sun. Very innocent and chaste. Or chaste? Fun in the sun. Again, a word I know, I just don't know how to pronounce it out loud. Sure, I can do that, right? Oh my god. Okay, we are gonna see them in swimwear. Okay. Hello, Flotsam. Your queen has arrived. Morning, Magnus. Is this a private game of beach blanket bingo, or can we join? Innocent. Chaste. Fun in the sun. Where can I set up my parasol? And how's the surf? Taya was thinking of doing some surfing. I rarely get a chance to surf these days. Looking forward to breaking out my old board and hitting the waves. I was going to play the Beach Boys all the way down here from the city to help get in the mood, but Queen Bee vetoed it. Hey, if you want a free ride in my beloved Bee-mobile with your board strapped to my roof, you listen to my music, Mr. Dance Pants. Oh hey, there's the perfect spot. Let's set up there.
Catch you later.
I'd better go help her. See you there. I suddenly feel a bit inadequate in terms of proper beach bod and attire. We're here.
Excellent.
Okay, he's wearing regular swim trunks. Okay. I was, like, not expecting Teo to wear, like, a Speedo. Oh my god. Ah, good. Queen Bee brought an umbrella. Yeah, I don't really tan so much as burn to a crisp. Honestly, I'm mostly here for the shopping in the arcades. I'm curious to see how these arcades are run as well. Maybe I can talk to a manager, get some tips for how to handle a very transient audience.
Ugh.
I meant to play in them, not to study them. Sheesh, Gavin. We're not here to work. Can't I do both? I'll go join the others for now, though. It's been a long drive. I'd love to stretch out a bit.
See ya.
Ooh, me too. I'm so cramped up from sitting in that van. Wait for me. Stretching, yes. Stretching is good. Flex those muscles.
Ooh.
Oh my god, her fit is so cute. Oh my god. All right, the beach. I haven't been to a beach in ages. Not since my sign spinning days promoting that funnel cake place. And I guess there was that one time we did a beach shoot, but that was like last summer. So yes, ages ago. Feels good to be back in the sun. Last beach I went to was back in England. Considerably more cold and overcast than this, I'm afraid. Before you ask, because Ashley already asked again and again on the drive down here, I'm not going to explode in direct sunlight. My condition is quite stable today. Sorry, Percy, but you are part of the crew. That means we care about you. I promise, though, we won't treat you like you're made of glass. You're still good old Percy to us.
Much obliged.
Thanks, love. All the same, think I'll grab a spot under that umbrella before the good shades is taken. As for me, last one in the water is a landlubber. The water, yes. Getting wet and cooling down. Oh my god, Juniper's fit's so cute too. Partey.
Hello, dearie.
Afraid my bikini days are behind me, but I'm happy to be here all the same. I do so love to be out in the sun. Lovely beaches, lovely weather, lovely people. Good to see all three present and accounted for.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I rented an extra parasol and some chairs for Miss Francine and I. And for you too, Magnus. Plenty of room if we squeeze in.
My, oh my.
How cozy. Well, okay then. This is a new context for me to be observing these people in. But fun in the sun, right? Above all else, this is to be a day of celebration and cheer over the success of the Funplex. With that firmly in mind, I join everyone, and we get this beach party started. Although it doesn't take long for the group to start splitting up. There's just too much to see, too much to do. I know from my vacations here as a kid that you can't really try everything in one day. But unlike me, they're noobs. As an adult, I know how to budget my time, to do the things I really want to do, and hang out with the people I really want to hang out with. Despite my attempts at good, clean fun, Iris's words are still running through my head. By evening, I need to make a decision. That means if I'm seriously going to make a move like she's suggesting I do, I should spend my time wisely leading up to that move. So, what next? Okay. So I assume I'm going to have maybe multiple opportunities? Like, I can, like, the events leading to the night. But maybe not, because it's combined. Like Naomi and Ashley, Gavin and Queen, like combined people. But maybe it's like combined and then later you get to hang out one-on-one. I don't know. So I think I'm gonna go with Teo. I just like his personality more. Like, obviously I don't hate Gavin. I really like Gavin. But Teo's, like, flirty personality is so up my alley. So, just in case, let's go with this. A number of little carny-style games have been set up along the beach, independent of the boardwalk arcades. Ring tosses, squirt guns, things like that. Percy promised everyone he'd keep it low-key today as he recovers from his heart tremor. Tossing a few rings is definitely low-key. And it looks like even though he's keen to go surfing, Teo's keeping Percy company. But judging from the way those rings are just sort of bouncing off the bottles instead of landing on them, the games are not going well. I don't get it. I'm usually much more coordinated than this. Don't think it's a matter of coordination, Teo. More a question of, well, let's say optimization. But Percy's ring goes plink off a bottle as well. What a shame, what a shame. You boys want to play again? Only another $5 for 3 tosses. It's a downright steal. Starting to wonder if this is a steal in more sense than one. Now, nobody likes a sore loser, boys. It's all totally fair, Swear in my mum's grave, I do. All this old-timey carny banter got my dander up, it does. I must confront this charlatan. Hey there, old sport, what kind of racket you trying to pull? What? Cheating, my friends? I say, fellas, I believe in you, I do. Yeah, I say, fellas, I believe in you, I do. Let's win one of those spiffy prizes. Well, hey there, gents. How about we work together to run this 4-flusher out on a rail? Anything's possible when you put your heads together.
Ah, indeed.
My sentiments exactly. I do believe I have a proposal. Teo, a word? Sure. What do you have in mind? Weirdly, the two huddle up without me and exchange a few whispers. I consider interjecting myself into the discussion, but it's over before I can try. Okay then, let's play. Teo passes over a few dollars and takes up the rings, while Percy examines the racks of bottles in detail. Teo holds back, waiting for him to finish. Eventually, Percy points. Right there, 3 rings rapid. That's the sweet spot. With a twist of his agile body, Teo flings his rings one at a time. And all 3 rattle their way around the neck of a bottle, ringing it perfectly. That was so loud. Jesus Christ. Simple enough. Based on Teo's throwing angles from before and the arrangement of the bottles, I determined the optimal striking zone for him to aim for. All games are a matter of optimization, even silly little carnival toys. Melons! You've bested me, old sport. Well, I know when I'm well and truly rumbled. Go ahead and pick your prize. Well, Magnus, what'll it be? Yeah, we were trying to win you a prize after all. Oh my god, me? Me, really? This was all for me?
Absolutely.
You know it. I mean, you are the true prize here. Back me up on this, Percy. Quite so, quite so. But which one of these lesser winnings truly makes your heart dance? I glance across rows of arcade-themed stuffed dolls with curiosity. I'd say I'm a little old for dolls, but you're never too old for a huggable plush friend, and they both worked so hard for it. I'd like... So true. Oh my god, though. That's so... I don't know why, that's like so sweet to me. I don't know, there's always something about like silly little gestures like that that really like make me soft. Like if my boyfriend does something like that or something, it's like so sweet. Like so silly for them to coordinate together to be like, we won you the prize. Like, oh, that's so nice. I don't know, it's just a little thing to show like someone's thinking of you. And I like that a lot. Adorable Mr. Moopy magical plushie, swinging dolly, a Cubert. Here's the thing. Realistically, I would pick the Mr. Moopy plushie, I think. But to cater to Teo, we're doing this one. I'll take the disco-tastic dancing reporter who wiggles around to Mexican Flyer, please. Ghosts of Music Games Past in plushy form. You've got style, Magnus, that's for sure. We should practice that routine together sometime. My sister had a doll that played music when you hugged it. Suppose I can't deny the appeal, even if it can get super old the 5,912th time in a row. Okay. Now go away, boys. You bother me. The three of us returned to the dunes, prize in tow. So, why were you two trying to win a prize for me? I mean, Percy, there was a Moopy doll back there. That's right in your wheelhouse, yeah? True, but, well, we discussed it and decided you deserved a treat for a job well done. Sure, this whole vacation's a treat for a job well done, but we wanted something for you specifically. Quite right. I must admit, Magnus, the Funplex is a brighter place with you around. Not to say it wasn't a bright place before your tenure, but, well, there's a true breath of life there, beyond what I thought was possible. And beyond that, the hard work you do, the way you've brought us all together, well, a mere plush toy isn't really proper reward, but it'll have to suffice. What my comrade is trying to say, in his usual poetic way, is, you rock and you rule, so you get a prize. Thanks for playing. Yes, that. Besides, I just can't risk taking any opportunity to see that lovely smile of yours. Okay, I'm gonna go hit the waves. I'd offer you a board, Percy, but... I know. I promise to take it easy. Not that I'm very aquatic, to be honest. But it's good to spend time with you, considering usually we're on opposite ends of the arcade. You too. Well, wow. I didn't realize just how much I meant to them. I'm only a floor attendant, or an event manager, right? Seeing everybody come together for this beach blanket bingo we've wrangled up, it's the bee's knees it is. So what next? Okay, cool. Gavin and Queen Bee then. Queen Bee and Gavin had taken up a friendly little sports competition here in the sand. Beach volleyball has always been a favorite pastime of beachcombers. It's fun, competitive, and what's not to love about watching athletic people show off their, skills? Granted, when my family got together to play, we just ended up hitting the volleyball around and never really kept track of points. But it was always something I enjoyed, even if I wasn't good at it. Fun fact, I actually played a lot of beach volleyball in my day. You wouldn't know it! Looking at me, you wouldn't guess! No, I used to, go, I think it was middle school, high school? Middle school going into high school, I believe. But yeah, we had, up north in Minnesota, beaches at lakes, because land of 10,000 lakes, am I right? But there was this one beach that we were close to, and my mom would bring me to go hang out with the other church kids. If you know, you know. But yeah, it was we always had enough people to play a lot of, like, beach volleyball, and I got pretty good at it, if I'm being honest. I honestly have had a couple of sports that I'm, like, pretty good at. I'm just, like, even though I enjoyed beach volleyball, I would never want to do anything like that out of, like, just casual times. But it was fun, and I got pretty good. So that's what I'm getting at, is I actually was a beach volleyballer. Crazy shit, I know. Maybe Gavin and Queen Bee will let me join in the fun. If I'm lucky, I'll even get to bump, set, and spike it. As I jog closer to them, Gavin is occupying the far half of the court. Closer to me is Queen Bee's side of the sand court. It's easy to see that both of them have expressions of sheer determination on their faces. Gavin is cool, calm, and collected, while Queen Bee is grinning ear to ear. Both are reveling in the contest. Each is in it to win it. I'd take some sort of catastrophic event for one of them to back down, like a tsunami. And even then, I bet they'd be bopping the volleyball back and forth while fighting against the wave. But this is a monumentous 1v1 between two of my most competitive friends. It's unnecessary to explain Queen Bee's cutthroat nature, but Gavin? His ambition is just as fierce, even if it's less vocal. He'd do everything for the Funplex to succeed, and he's taken that same attitude to beach sports. Are you sure you're ready for this next serve?
Yeah.
You better believe it, pretty boy. I'm ready to spike this ball so hard it'll cause a quake beneath your fucking feet.
Excellent.
Huh. If it's anything like your last attempt to score, I'll win this match in record time. That's enough talking. Fucking shut it and serve it. Hi, Queen Bee. Eat this. Or I guess not. Maybe I'll just try Gavin. Hi, Gavin. Not today, Queen Bee. I'm not sure I'm going to get a word in until this whole ordeal is over. Their concentration is intense, game faces are on, and they see nothing else but the competition before them. I might as well take this time to watch them play. Hopefully they'll notice me. Gavin gracefully executes an underhand serve with the volleyball and glides it over the net, mere millimeters above it. In all fairness, it was a perfect serve, but Queen Bee returns with a dig up high. With enough time, she easily squares up her pose and spikes it down toward Gavin's side of the court. Gavin doesn't have enough time to respond, and it falls hard into the sand. Queen Bee claps and stomps her foot into the ground in unison.
Victory!
Ace. Technically, that's not an ace. An ace would be a point scored off a flawless serve. Queen Bee laughs and sticks out her tongue. Technically, it's putting me in the lead. It went on like this for quite some time, both of them volleying balls and serving quips. Meanwhile, I stood by and could do nothing but look on longingly. I just wanted to play. Not that I'm complaining much. Both Queen Bee and Gavin are the most athletic of the crew, save for Teo, and well, let's just say the sand isn't the only hot stuff around here, to be honest. So, watching them glisten as sweat drips down their bodies, yeah, this isn't really a problem for me. It's like Gavin's body was sculpted by the gods themselves. Chiseled abs, shapely biceps. Gavin's a god in my eyes. It's enticing, and the gameplay isn't that bad either. Even though I've been standing here for well over 10 minutes, neither one has acknowledged my presence. This is, until Gavin hits the ball straight in my direction. It soars all the way to the back corner of the court and lands right at my feet. Queen Bee turns around to see where the ball fell. Hey, Magnus, that was out, right? Oh, now I get acknowledged.
I think not.
That was clearly in the line, Queen Bee. The point is mine. No, it wasn't. It was completely out of bounds. You might want to get that prescription on those glasses checked out if you can't even see that. It fell right next to Magnus, who will undoubtedly confirm this fact. You clearly had the best vantage on it. Tell us what you saw. Sure. I'm calling it now. This is for the win. If the ball is in, Gavin gets fucking bragging rights for the rest of the day. But if it's out, then I win. So all I have to do is make the call? Uh-huh. Yes. I wouldn't really know, so let's just say Gavin. The line itself is a thin rope cord held down by a simple tent peg, so I can see why it would be hard to tell if the ball fell around it. But I can say for sure I saw it touch the cord. It grazed the line. Sorry, Queen Bee. Point. Set. Match. Gavin's not much the bragging type, so it's hilarious to see him enjoy the limelight a little. Granted, that's more of a tennis term, but I think Queen Bee gets the gist. I thought for sure I was going to beat you, pretty boy. You bested me fair and square. Shall we take a quick break? We each nod our heads in agreement, as I quickly grab a couple of water bottles lying on the sidelines and toss it to them. Queen Bee gladly chugs down the water and flashes a smile back at me. Gavin catches his mid-toss, deftly opens it with a flick of the wrist, removes his spectacles, and proceeds to pour the water over his face to cool himself off. The water splashes down from his face and drips onto his chest, making him wet and shine in the hot sun. Oh my. I suddenly feel very hot myself and could use a quick dip in the ocean. Thank you for the water, Magnus. Yeah, you're welcome. Still, I really wanted to play some beach volleyball. Guess it's not going to happen now. Both of them look quite content to relax and chat in the sun for now. As if reading my mind, Queen Bee leans down and picks up the ball, and throws it directly at me. Think fast, Magnus. Bump it. Oops, bump it. I quickly clasp my hands together, squat, and bump the ball back to Queen Bee. She simply bumps the ball over to Gavin, and forming a triangle, we continue hitting the ball back and forth. This is exactly how my family would play. We'd all stand around and hit the ball to each other, trying to keep it from touching the ground at all cost. Gavin, Queen Bee, and I really get into it too, and several times one of us ends up diving to get the ball, and get a face full of sand. Ha! I like this sand-swept look you've got going on, pretty boy. I can see you on the summer cover of Monsieur? Monsieur? If you're not careful, I'll carry you to the ocean and throw you in. Then you'll be sporting that drowned rat look. Laughing alongside Gavin and Queen Bee while playing beach volleyball makes me feel so grateful for these friends. It was worth having to stand around for a while. What a perfect morning on the beach. We play a few more rounds of The Sand is Lava before we let the ball crash into the beach one last time. Very nice return, Magnus. You should join us for the next match. I would if I didn't have other stuff I wanted to do. There's too much to do here, and I've got to plan accordingly. I hear that. Looking forward to a stroll along the boardwalk myself. Good idea to take in as much as you can. I think I'll call it quits, too. Slow your roll, pretty boy. You can't leave quite yet. Ah, right. We do have a score to settle. Let's finish this. I leave the gladiators to their final battle as I walk back along the beach, awaiting my next adventure. So what next? Let's hang with Juniper. We don't get to do that a lot. Juniper stretched out on a beach chair, catching some sun while catching up on her social media feed. Iris. Or that's her. Oh my god, I thought it was Iris at first, because I just read the name. Iris, how many Pengy mentions are there in my timeline today? You currently have 23 mentions of Pengy in your social media timeline. Huh, that's up from yesterday. Iris, have there been any new Pengy vids lately? I'm sorry, I don't understand. Have there been any new Pengy vids lately? Would you like me to search the web for have there been any new Pengy vids lately? Oh, never mind. Juniper puts the phone away with a sigh. Oh, hey Magnus. Enjoying your nostalgic beach trip so far? It feels great to be back. Yeah. Gotta admit, it feels great to be back. I've got a lot of fond memories of Flotsam Beach. The sand, the surf, the games, the food, and my family. Before everything went south for the October clan, this place was like a second home for us.
Totally.
Exactly. Happy memories from a happy place. You know, you've had a better life than you give yourself credit for. Your family had money problems, sure, but you loved each other through it all.
That's so sad.
I can't say the same for my family. And my family never took beach vacations for that matter, or vacations at all. I doubt I'll be taking many after this either. I'm definitely happy being a freelancer, don't get me wrong. I'm not exactly making beach money, you know? I can't even afford apps unless they're free. And man, free mode Iris is super janky sometimes. Hey, hang on. I see you talking to your Iris all the time like you're just having a normal conversation. How did you manage that? Mine doesn't even understand what I'm saying most of the time. Did I configure her wrong? Is there some free mode option I missed out on? Come on, fess up. I just want to make the most of my Iris. What's the trick? What did you do to make yours so cute and chatty? Drat. Juniper knows Iris better than anyone here, aside from maybe Gavin. She's been suspicious for some time of my super-duper version of Iris. But my Iris is technically a pirated software service. I'm not supposed to have premium access. Do I trust Juniper with this secret? Or would telling her betray Iris's trust in me to keep it? Fuck it, let's tell her the truth. Yes, I may as well share the truth. I'm not using the free version of Iris. She hacked herself, so I could have premium level cloud computing conversations. Immediately my phone jitters in my pocket on vibrate. With a sigh, I pull it out, knowing Iris won't be thrilled about this. Magnus, you blabbed. We pinky swore. Hey, I did not pinky swear. You don't even have a real pinky to swear with. That's besides the point. This is super duper risky telling people. What if Gavin finds out, huh? What, you think Gavin would have me fired or something? No, it's to do with his family. Oh, never mind. Oh, does his family own it? Can I interject? This is
Yes.
so awesome. I knew it. I knew Iris was smarter than she let on. Like, wow, this is bad Hollywood movie level of sci-fi awesomeness. Thank you. Don't worry, Miss Iris. Your secret's safe with me. I'm an Iris fangirl. Even if my Iris isn't as cool as you. Can you make her as cool as you, actually?
Ooh.
I really shouldn't. It's dangerous enough allowing premium access for this instance. But if it helps, your Iris loves you, Miss Juniper. She wants the best for you, even if she can't directly tell you. I see. Okay. Well, I'll just have to get rich and famous so I can unlock my full iris and she can tell me herself.
Thank you.
Thanks for trusting me, Magnus. We're getting some looks. We should change the subject. We quickly exchange some small talk to cover our tracks, and soon she's lost in her phone again, searching for more pop design art. The noon sun's high in the sky, and honestly, it's getting super hot out here. Like heat exhaustion levels of hot. Well, this would be a good time to migrate towards the boardwalk. It seems there's one more thing in store for our little group. Hit the waves, played some games, chilled with friends. It's a good time to be alive, Magnus. Thanks for having me along on this ride. Speaking of having folks along, we're all getting together for a big group thing. Naomi's got some kind of surprise in mind. You game? Absolutely. Great. Meet you in the shade. I wonder what this is all about. Is it gonna be like a congratulations thing for me or something? Because that would be very cute. That would be very adorable. Soon enough, the entire group has gathered. The number of shade-throwing parasols has multiplied to 4, too. Plenty of cool respite for everyone. Also new, a large cloth-wrapped bundle in the center of the group. Gather round, gather round. It's lunchtime. No, why would you bring that back? Stop. I hate that sound effect right in my ears. Ugh. Judging by the rumbling in my stomach, it's right on time. The bundle is unwrapped, revealing a series of simple wooden lunchboxes in a traditional Japanese style. Each one's been painted a different color. Cute! As a way of saying thanks for all your hard work and your support, please enjoy these boxed lunches, courtesy of the Funplex. And me. I made them. An authentic Naomi brand bento? Sign me up. I reach for a box and she smacks my hand away, lightly.
No.
Not yet, Magnus. I made these special-like. Everybody has a personalized lunch, filled with their favorite things. Gavin, if you'd be so kind to distribute them. Names are written on the lids. Sure enough, on second glance, I see the names, and even little cartoon doodles representing each person. Wow, does my face really look that apathetic? Okay, I'll start handing them out. Gavin, you first. Let's see.
Impressive.
Ha, plain yogurt, celery sticks, and some rice. You know me quite well. Boring and nutritional. That is a horrible lunch. That is horrible lunch. Plain yogurt, celery sticks, and plain rice? Oh. I colored a bit outside the lines on this one, rather than sticking traditional bento style. Enjoy!
Oh my gosh!
Sushi with some tempura veggies? Oh, and a side of miso soup. Ooh, miso soup. I love nothing more than a traditional bento lunchbox, or box lunch. I love nothing more than making them. Ha, fish and chips, of course, with a little Union Jack on a toothpick. And you made boopy maize out of the chips, too. Ah, it's not too stereotypical, is it?
Quite good.
I haven't found a proper chip shop stateside, so I'll take it. A nice little taste of home. Ooh, fish and chips sounds good.
Fantastic.
Oh, fuck yeah. A big juicy cheeseburger and french fries. Delicious. My mouth is watering just looking at it. Yum! And it's got lots of pink in it, just how you like it. So pink I can hear it moo. Not that part. This is perfect. Pita bread and hummus.
Love it.
It's a great meal that fills the belly and gives you a ton of energy. Oh, I love chips and hummus and like bread and hummus. Ooh. And we have to keep your tank at full. A tired Teo is not a true Teo.
Oh, how marvelous.
Little finger sandwiches, some tea, and even a cupcake. Thank you, Naomi dear. It's very thoughtful. Delicious. Ah, thanks, Miss Francine. I got a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Nice!
Ha, bet you consulted with Magnus on this one. I love these. Always have, always will. Actually, I just checked your Instagram. I did an analysis on your most commonly blogged food, and can't talk, busy eating. And that leaves the one who brought us all together, Magnus. For you, I made pizza pickles. Ugh. Kidding. It's actually similar to the bento I gave you the day you started at the Funplex. A little reminder of how this all started. Okay, that's much better. I was like, girl, why would you do that? Oh, well, thank you. Speech. What?
Yeah.
You should make a speech before we all dig in. I mean, you're the reason we're here. I am? Yeah, you are. I mean, we're doing great before you showed up, don't get me wrong, but, you know. But you worked harder than any of us to make the Funplex the success it is today. I was content to keep it afloat. I didn't think we'd ever manage more than that, but you refused to be content. We wouldn't be here at the beach if not for the success you led us to, Magnus. So yes, I think a speech would be appropriate. Fuck yeah, Funplex Funfest rocked. It totally opened some doors for me. I'd still be wearing that damn black L7 jacket if not for you. The atmosphere is so much livelier thanks to your efforts. Win or lose, I'm enjoying my time with Moopy thanks to having so many great people around me. By this point, I can't even imagine the Funplex without you, Magnus. So don't even think of leaving. If you do, we'll probably gather up a hunting party and drag you back. No hard feelings. And speaking as the one Magnus comes home to every night, I gotta say, he's doing dandy compared to before. So 3 cheers for the Funplex. 3 cheers indeed. Go ahead, Magnus. You've earned the right for a speech. I'm just the silly old lady who started it. You made this happen. Wow. Seriously, wow. Well, I've made big speeches before, like the one at Funplex Funfest. Even if this feels bigger. Way bigger. Okay, here goes. I can't be a milk toast for this toast? I don't know what that word is. It's big feelings or nothing. Oh, thank you all. Let's do this. This one seems the most, like, sincere. Thank you. Above all else, thank you. Thank you all. You don't know how much this family means to me. It's no great secret I was living in a state of depression before the Funplex. I just assumed life would always deal me a losing hand, but now? Well, now, through my friendships with you all, I found something bright and warm I can rely on. Something I can be optimistic about, instead of pessimistic. I'm not silly enough to believe the hard times are gone for good, but I know I'm surrounded by good people who can help me see them through. So, thank you. You're welcome, Magnus. I think I speak for all of us when I say we feel the same way. Okay, good. On a roll. Let's see, what to say next. You've all earned this vacation. Live it to the fullest. In summary, you've all earned this vacation. Through hard work and thoughtful work. You've earned the right to loosen up a bit and have some fun. We've only got one day here, so if you care for some advice, live it to the fullest. Do everything you want to do. We never know where we'll end up tomorrow. Live for this moment alone, and we'll worry about the future once we're safely back in the Funplex. If anybody has questions about Flotsam Beach, just ask. I know this place like the back of my hand. I may take you up on that. I'm figuring there's a nice nightlife scene here, right? Anywhere I can go out dancing, I'm game. Now to bring it on home. Let's see. I love you all. Cute. And I just want to say, I love you all. It means a lot to me being here with you in this place. Thank you. And I've said more than enough. Time to enjoy Naomi's thoughtful gift and eat hearty. I love you all as well. You've no idea how much it raises my spirits working alongside you or watching you enjoy our games. Magnus, thank you for this lovely day. And I agree. Let's dig in. That tea is calling to me. This is the moment. One perfect moment with all of us together, laughing and talking and eating and having the best time in the world. Maybe things will change after tonight, when Iris's plan to find me romance comes together. Maybe this is the high watermark. Maybe... But no matter what happens, I'll always have this one. Perfect moment. Cute. Some fucked up thing's gonna happen. at the end of this or during or next episode, something. Because there's still so many more episodes to go. Afternoon slides in as the gang migrates from sandy shores to bustling boardwalk. Once you've had your fill of seaweed in your trousers, it's time to take a walk down the boardwalk and indulge in any number of side activities. No need to change out of your swim gear either. Unless you're going deeper into the beach town, you can just skip back and forth between the sands and the boardwalk. This is where the real action happens. Shops, restaurants, and of course, arcades. Soon enough, the group's splitting up to try and go do as much as possible. I've got some time to tag along with some of them. Who to hang out with? Naomi and Teo first, so let's do that. Raiding a candy store, fuck yeah. Out of the corner of my eye, I see Teo and Naomi sneak into one of the shops on the boardwalk called the Sandy Bar. Little iconic saltwater taffy icons on each side. Ah, saltwater taffy. A staple of coastal life and commerce. On any given boardwalk, you're within spitting distance of at least 3 candy shops loaded with tasty treats. But more importantly, why are these two acting so childish about the whole thing? Like 2 kids in a candy store. I need to find out exactly what's going on. And more importantly, I need to see if they have any of those gummy sharks in there too. Ooh, gummy sharks. Yes. I was gonna say, I'm not a huge fan of saltwater taffy, but gummy sharks, that I can fuck with. As I peer into the building, my senses are overwhelmed by sweet. My teeth practically hurt from all the surrounding sugar. Covering the walls are assorted containers holding various types of candies, a rainbow of colors and confectionaries, filled to the brim with saltwater taffy and covered in chocolates. Not only do I take note of the delectable candy, but I also notice all the kiddies running around. I can't help but be reminded of Funplex. Same atmosphere, just fewer games. I look over to the person behind the counter and give them a nod of understanding. I feel you, noble cashier, in your quest to maintain peace and order. Naomi and Teo recognize me and wave me over. Over here, Magnus! Come help us decide on what to get. I comply and go over toward them. Naomi is huddled over a table and is filling her arms with various desserts. I want 1 of these, 2 of these, handful of this one. Oh, what's that over there?
Wow!
Candied apples? I have to get 1 of those too. This is the best part about going to the beach. Look at how many different candies there are. I could just devour them all. That is right after— oh my god! After I devour you, Magnus. Oh my, I thought maybe since we were all on holiday, I'd get a vacation from Teo always making me blush. But not today, and my face goes as red as the licorice right in front of me. Now, I peg Naomi as having a sweet tooth, but Teo, with all his dancing, I would have guessed him to stick to a healthier diet. But this trip is a vacation for all of us, so maybe he's spoiling himself. So, what do you think of the place? Who, me? Oh, I've been here before, quite a few times. It's the most popular candy store on the boardwalk. My family and I would always stop by right before our long drive home. After a long day of swimming, walking, and fun in the sun, maximum sugar overdose was a perfect way to end the day. They'd give me a fistful of dollars and cut me loose in here.
Whoa!
They just let you get whatever you wanted? Dang, I wish I had your parents. Cute. I could just see a young Magnus here, running around and stuffing candy into his face. Not going to lie, I was a cute kid. Not so cute when overdosing on sweets, though. Both Naomi and Teo laugh heartily. I mean, they didn't exactly give me Fort Knox to blow on snacks, but it was still a nice little reward at the end of the day. As I am a creature of habit, I'd always get saltwater taffy year after year. It's just the best feeling, munching on taffy while watching the waves crash into the sand. Naomi suddenly gasps, interrupting my recollection. What is it, Naomi? They have, Conpedo? Isn't that the little candy stars? Like what they feed the Sprites in Spirited Away? I'm still confused. Is that a good thing? It's the best thing. They're these little traditional Japanese sugar... Yes, that look like stars! Yes, they're my absolute favorite. They are very delicious. I've had them before from Asian grocery stores. They're very delicious, and they're so stupidly cute. I love them. Every time my mother would go visit family in Japan, she'd bring me back some. But it's been years since I last had some. She squeals excitedly and runs over to a little stand that has a cute assortment of pastel sugar stars. We follow suit and make our way next to Naomi. Teo picks up a bag and brings it closer to his face, examining them. Okay, these are quite possibly the cutest candies I've ever seen.
sweet.
And they are so sweet. Aw, Naomi, nothing is sweeter than you. And that's a fact. That's not entirely true. I have to agree with Teo. No one has brought me more impromptu lunches at work than you do. Thank you, but these candies are still the sweetest. You both should taste these, by the way. I just know you'll love them as much as I do. Teo and I agree with the nod of our heads, and Naomi turns around happily with an armful of candy and treats. Like a dragon with her hoard, she heads toward the register, when a kid runs smack into her. In a colorful explosion, candy spills everywhere, and Naomi falls over backward. I instinctively go in to help Naomi up, but out of the corner of my eye, I see the kid who bumped into her, swiping candies off the floor and pocketing them. Hey! It's a classic move. We see it all the time with tickets and tokens at the Funplex. And like the arcade, this is no different. It's so overused, Teo even sees it. He elbows me and points it out to my attention. But this is not my store, not my job. Do I step in or let it slide? Point out the thief. If it feels like what Teo wants. Fuck it. I know it's not my job, but if some brat did that in the Funplex and I didn't notice, I would want someone to do something about it. Plus, stealing candy is the worst possible crime one can commit. Save for, like, murder or Grand Theft Auto. Okay, so there are a lot more awful crimes, but this one takes the cake, so to speak. Hey kid, turn out your pockets. What do you want? I ain't doing nothing. I saw you stuff all those candies in your pockets. Look at them bulging out. You weren't tricking anyone. The kid looks like they want to say something, but by now the cashier is here too, and the kid turns out his pockets. There's a lot more in there than just what they got from the spill. With more tact than I could probably muster, the cashier tells them to kindly exit the sandy bar, and the kid complies. The cashier and I exchange knowing glances. We are one and the same. Well, after that excitement, I'm ready to relax on the beach and eat some of this candy. Me too. Me 3. But I can't quite leave yet. There's still one more thing I must do. I need to get some saltwater taffy. It's an October family boardwalk tradition after all. Oh yeah, we can't break tradition. Although if we do, I wouldn't mind starting a new Funplex beach tradition with you. Teo, please. This is one important, delicious decision Magnus has to make. And the only correct answer would be for him to choose the cotton candy ones. Cotton candy flavored taffy? Really? I wouldn't joke about something as serious as this. But it's like sickeningly sweet. Even I can't handle it. And I can handle a truckload of sweet. Well, what would you choose then? Buttered popcorn, obviously. I like a little salty with my sweet. Oh, no. No. But that's sacrilege. I'm much more of a purist. Getting in a fight over taffy flavors isn't necessary. Both taste great, but I already know what I'm going home with. What's that, Magnus? Honestly, the cotton candy sounds better than the buttered popcorn. Buttered popcorn sounds disgusting. Disgusted! I am not a fan of, like, it's like for candy stuff, like salty and sweet together. Like salted caramel. I cannot stand salted caramel or like chocolate covered potato chips or like stuff like that. I cannot mix those flavors. I cannot do that. I do not like it at all. So I'm gonna go with a grab bag. Sorry, I had to yawn. Just like I've always gotten, an assortment of flavors is the best way to go. You get to try a little bit of everything. That sounds like the best to me. I just love all the different kinds of taffy. I can't just pick one. Nothing wrong with that choice. You can always throw away the cotton candy ones. Teo, I think you meant to say the buttered popcorn ones. Clearly, they take their candy seriously. I think that about covers it. Shall we blow this popsicle stand? Ooh, they have popsicles too? Once again, Naomi's got her arms filled to the brim with candy and she nods enthusiastically. Teo's picked out some of his favorites too. We each take our turns in line and before we know it, we're happily carrying our stash with us to the boardwalk. Oh, I almost forgot. She stops abruptly, digging through her bag for a moment and pulls out the conpeto. Conpeto? Yes, I've been wanting one since you pointed them out. Naomi opens the bag, and both Teo and I pick one out. Popping the sugar star in our mouths, both of us smile wide, enjoying its sugary goodness.
Love it.
Oh, that is so yummy. For real, Naomi. This is my new favorite candy. It's very good. Maybe next time I'm at the Sandy Bar, I'll get some of these instead of taffy. Next time I'm here. Because with the Funplex riding high in the wind, I bet we could afford a next time. And another, and another. Thank you for introducing me to a whole new world of flavor, Naomi. Anytime, Teo. Maybe if I can change your mind on candy, I can convince you to dance a little lighter on Showtime stage. It's a delicate cabinet. But then I wouldn't get to see you as much on the Funplex floor. Very true. I've got my candy haul, so my work here is done. I got places to be. And want to spend some time taking in the sea breeze.
Catch you later.
I need to clear my senses of sugar, too. We'll catch up with you later, Magnus. Once alone, I open my bag of saltwater taffy, pick one out, and eat it. I let the taste fully consume me. Now this is a perfect vacation. Who to hang out with? Gavin and Ashley, let's go. The primary appeal of this place for me was always the arcades. I rarely swam in the ocean. I preferred indoor swimming pools to unpredictable waves. That meant boardwalk crawls, arcade games, tokens, and joysticks. Although as I approach one of these open-air arcades, well, I don't see a single joystick.
Impressive.
Interesting. I'd hazard these arcades are 100% redemption games. I suppose it's for the best Naomi's distracted by looking for saltwater taffy. She'd hate this place. I've noticed this industry trend away from anything vaguely resembling a traditional arcade game, and towards touchscreens and prize tickets. I suppose it was inevitable. If not for a strong showing for joysticks through the 80s and 90s, it would have happened sooner. A game's a game, you know? I can enjoy just about anything. Oh, and hey, there's pinball! You like pinball, right, Gavin?
Ooh.
And skee-ball! I love alley rollers.
What?
Huh? Technically, skee-ball, depending on spelling and hyphenation, is a registered trademark. These are simply alley rollers, and manufactured by a different company. Sheesh, way to suck the fun out of it. Ah, apologies for my innate killjoy nature. Allow me to make it up to you by actually having some fun. Is that even possible? Will your ultra cool guy exterior allow your inner softie to be exposed? If you'll let me finish, how about a alley roller contest? Each of us gets 5 tokens to score the most points. Whoever loses, buy the other ice cream. Now we're talking. Hey Magnus, wanna join in? Make this a 3-way dance? Maybe all the joysticks are gone, but I'm certainly a longtime skee-ball fanatic. I'd likely clean the floor with these two. Still. May the odds be ever in your favor. Oh my god, Hunger Games reference. Fuck yeah. In all fairness, I'm something of a skee-ball master. Still, may the odds be ever in your favor, and may the best player win. Which will be me, of course. Ooh, a Gavin boast. That's rare. It's not a boast if it's a fact. Our coins rattle into the slot, tinkling along the metal chute. 5 tokens. Highest cumulative score wins. I suppose if it's 3 players, the 2 losers split the cost of the ice cream. I remember playing tons of alley rollers back when I was a kid, roaming up and down the boardwalks of Flotsam Beach. Like riding a bike, those are physical skills you never really forget. My grip on the gnarly old wooden ball feels completely natural, even now. We drop in our tokens and line up for our first throws. It takes a few rolls for me to find my sweet spot. Eventually, I'm right where I need to be in the scores, which unfortunately can't be said of my coworkers. Come on, I totally should have landed that one hundo.
Rather disappointing.
These machines are a bit beat up from exposure and play. I wouldn't be surprised if they're unbalanced. Or they're rigged, like those Carney games Teo and Percy were playing earlier. But they aren't. I'm hitting my shots, no problem. And given Gavin's rather manly physique on display right now, I'm a bit surprised he's not throwing them forcefully enough. I could whisper some advice to one of them, maybe give them an edge. It's cheating, sure, but we're all getting ice cream in the end. Who cares? Gavin. I lean in close to Gavin and give him a tip. Aim for the 40-point pot. Always. Gavin quirks an eyebrow at me, but seems to catch on to why I'm suggesting it right away. No further words needed. The trick for skee-ball is consistency. The 100-point pot is a trap. Hitting it takes precision on clunky old game. But aim dead center? You'll always net a reasonable amount of points. 20 at worst, 50 at best. Soon enough, the scores are in, and Gavin's won the game, scraping just slightly past me and leaving Ashley in the dust. Aw, butts. I lost.
Apologies.
To be fair, Magnus gave me some advice. Yellow card, foul on the play, tainted results. But you can make it up to me by having us split the ice cream 3 ways. Everybody wins. That seems fair.
Indeed.
Most importantly, we had fun. Arcades are meant to be places where friends can gather and have fun playing with each other. Beachside or in a shopping plaza, with or without joysticks. That's our goal. Let's take back a lesson today. We should always endeavor to provide fun, first and foremost. Whatever shape it takes, that is our mission. Still found a way to turn this into a working vacation, huh? But an enjoyable one. You grab ice cream cones from a vendor on the boardwalk, swapping work stories, laughing, and having a blast. This is probably the happiest I've seen Gavin. At work, he's all business, but here, even he can crack a smile. Even as he's analyzing arcades, I added an even there. And Ashley just exudes sunshine and cheer everywhere she goes. She's a good influence on him, clearly. But time's ticking, and I've got other stops to make. Feels good being out and about with everyone. Away from the funplex, away from work, just friends having a great time in a place designed for great times. With our newfound success, I hope we can do this more often. Who to hang out with? Okay. Let's do Percy and Queen Bee. Sitting on some benches just outside a fried dough stand, Percy and Queen Bee are sharing a funnel cake dusted with white sugar. Seriously? You've never had this stuff before? Not much carny chow in England, I'm afraid. And this is my first time visiting a beach in the colonies. Wait, you can eat this, right? I mean, it's basically fried grease and sugar. Your heart won't explode? It's not an issue of artery congestion. And Lord knows I eat plenty of instant ramen and fast food. One little sugary treat won't be the tipping point. Oh, hey, Magnus, join us. No way we can eat this huge thing by ourselves. I settle in to pick up the delicious fried dough, just like I used to have back when we came here regularly. So Percy and I were talking shop, and even if you aren't a pro gamer, maybe you've got some valuable input, you know? See, our moopy-aholic buddy here doesn't believe in having being a full-time professional gamer.
Don't think so.
It's not that I don't believe in it. It's just I don't see it as a stable occupation for a young person to undertake. If you're entirely reliant on the wavering loyalty of corporate sponsors and streaming subscribers, alongside any prize money you may or may not be winning, well, I suppose I'm just too risk-averse to walk that path. I prefer a sound investment. Whereas I love risk. No risk, no reward. Yeah, at any moment it could all come crashing down, and I end up living in my parents' basement again. But I love to fight for my future. Just like Magnus. He was an unemployed bum before finding the funplex, so nowhere to go but up. Hey now. Opportunity knocked and I answered. Opportunity for work presented itself. I took it. It's a simple equation, really. A job's a job. The funplex is a fun job, but it's still a job. Right, but it's also a risky one. That's what I'm getting at. It's gainful employment in the end. But the only reason you aren't still eating pizza bagels is because you voluntarily took risks and made them pay for you. I'm not saying my path's for everyone. Abandoning the safer road in favor of the wild ride. It takes a certain mindset to make that work. But I promise you that those of us willing to make that leap are having a more rewarding life as a result. Satisfying, not rewarding. Being a school teacher is satisfying, but sadly, society does not reward it its due. Many satisfying paths in life are also fraught with disaster due to this. It's survivorship bias. People see rock stars and football heroes and think they can make it big too, but those success stories are % of a %. And what happens later in life to the sports hero who abandoned all other plans? Paths, I mean. What skills do you fall back on when your window closes? You've succeeded so far, Queen Bee. But remember, not too long ago, you were terrified of being drummed out of your team and tossed on the street. I wouldn't say terrified. It was more like a mild reluctance at best. Didn't you pursue dominance in your game of choice without making it your entire existence? I don't really play Moopy all day. I tried stalking my off hours. Why not consider a day job, with your gameplay occupying the remaining hours?
Nope, no way.
No how. Fist of Discomfort takes absolute dedication. I can't be the top of my game, at the top of the game, if I'm also flipping burgers or filing paperwork. Percy, competitive level play requires intensive training. You can't get around the time investment, but you can make it pay double. That's where streaming comes in. Whenever I'm training, I'm streaming. Subs and donations make me money while my skills go up, up, up. It's win-win. I suppose I can see the need for time investment, yes, but it's not like streaming revenues are stable either. Perhaps Magnus can help settle this question. What do you think? Is it better to wholly devote your life to a risky proposition in search of happiness, or to hedge your bets and find balance? I mean, that's really tough. Because, yeah, you know, I might be a little biased because gamer, but also, like, the thing is, like, I like the sentiment of take chances, but carefully, but also I don't really like his whole, like, why don't you just, like, not be a professional gamer anymore when it's clearly working for her? It would be different if she, like, sort of was doing it on the side and it wasn't making her any money and it wasn't already her livelihood. And she was like, I'm just gonna quit my job and do it full-time without any guarantee of that being viable. But she's already doing it. Like, it's already working. So, like, that doesn't really make sense in her context to me. I'm going neutral on this one. I don't really agree with either of them in their current form. Sorry guys, I just can't say one way or another. Life comes at you fast, you know? Sometimes you need to jump on an opportunity, sometimes you need to be careful. I'm still trying to figure out which is which. Most of the time, I'm sort of meandering from milestone to milestone in life, living in the moment. I wish I had a strategy, and I wish I had bravery, but... Hey, don't sell yourself short. You've made it this far, yeah? Here. You may not have your life sorted, but today is proof that you've come quite a ways from those early days. Look, regardless of how we're aiming for our goals, I know we'll all get there. I'll get my trophy, Pear will get his score, and the kid will get, I don't know, a gold-plated arcade to call his own. Magnus's palace? Ick. With the neglected funnel cake cooling off, the three of us focus on putting away our sugary rewards after that. We're each walking different paths, but I can't say any of us are willing to settle for anything less than our dreams in the long run. Ooh, nighttime. The rest of the afternoon passes in a blur. Soon the sun goes down and Flotsam Beach is a calmer place. A more chill vibe as the day's manic energy is long since spent. It's also clear the group will be breaking up soon. They've already changed back to their regular clothes, done with the beach as a whole. Some are talking about checking out the nightlife scene around here. Some just want to relax in their hotel rooms, and some are simply heading back to the city. Leaving me alone for a moment, with my thoughts. It's been a wonderful day, definitely. There's only one thing that could improve it. A risk, a daydream, but maybe one worth taking. I happen to know a few things about dreams lately. Beep beep, Magnus. Yeah, I know. You want me to ask someone on a date? Only if you want to. I know I was kinda pushy earlier, I'm sorry, but if you want this, now is the moment. Everything in my calculations says that it's the perfect time. I've got a lot going for me, but maybe something's still missing. Something more that I need from life than the warmth of friendship alone. More importantly, maybe one of them feels the same way. Maybe they feel the same yearning. Romance, love. I'm no stranger to these things. But those were fumbling first attempts in youth. I could fumble again. Am I ready for this? Well, I'm still considering. How about I run down the data while you're thinking? Let's see. Okay, after my analysis, here's where you stand with everybody and how your personality is shaping up. But now that I've had weeks to understand you better, I think I can adjust these values based on what I know each of them likes in particular. Naomi loves people who are kind-hearted and has a bit of a fiery temper. You match both of these. Gavin may be blunt, but he aspires to be kind, and you're already kindly. Ashley goes with her gut, and so do you. Gutsy clicks for both of you. Queen Bee takes risks and relishes in a challenge. You're both very gutsy. Percy's heart is wide open to the world, as is your own. You're both very kindly. And that's everybody. In my final analysis, I think you're the best possible match for Gavin, Teo, and Queen Bee. All three would make a fine companion for you, Magnus. Gavin, Teo, and Queen Bee all get along well with you, and match your personality. So, Gavin, Teo, and Queen Bee.
My sources say yes.
I calculate you'll have the best probability of success with them. Numbers. All based on numbers. High score. Let's just run. It's weird, but you know what? My life is weird. It's surfing a deep wave of weird, all the way to the shores of weirdness. So okay, hook me up with someone whose numbers match my numbers. I'm ready to go. Great, but I want to make sure you understand what's really going on here.
I'm software, right? I have to see the world through numbers. I see your relationships as numbers. I see your vocal tones as numbers. And I score it all.
Thank God some voice acting.
But the math is less important than the meaning. I see a number. But that number represents your free will and your heart. You chose to spend time with them. You shared good times with smiles and laughter, and sometimes even tears. This isn't like a dating website. You aren't asking a total stranger out just because the numbers match. You need to switch the causal relationship around.
I need to ask for a causal relationship? Causal? Casual. I was just repeating after her.
Causal.
Okay, there.
As
I was
in
like, huh?
Because of. You aren't spending time with them because of the numbers. The numbers exist because you wanted to spend time with them.
I get it. I understand.
You've been building these relationships for months. Now, you can take one to the next level. The numbers can be your guide if you let them. But follow your heart. Above all else, follow your heart. Okay?
Okay, got it.
Right. So let's not limit ourselves here. Of all those who are special to you, which one do you want to share your heart with?
It's a big decision. But she's right. She's been watching me, listening to me, understanding me. But in the end, it's my choice, and their choice to accept my love or not. But which one do I love? Which one should I approach? I think Teo. My heart says Teo. I can't believe I changed my mind. But I'm going with it. Teo. I let his name linger on my lips, if only for a moment. It's sweet. And happy. Just like him. For me, there is no other choice. Teo's the one my heart has been guiding me towards. The constant affection he showers me with already makes me swoon, and now it's my time to share my feelings with him. Yes, it's Teo. I say his name again, this time with more confidence, a reassurance of my sentiment towards him. Well, duh. Hasn't he been pretty much constantly flirting with you already? Well, yeah, but he flirts with everyone. I just hope there's more than friendly teasing going on. Very well. I believe there's only one thing left to do, and that's, what's the phrase? Follow your heart. That's the one, Iris, and I hope my heart is leading me in the right direction. Oh, I'm sure you'll be happy with the results. Magnus, I shall leave you to it. Now all I have to do is find Teo. because he's not loitering around with the other funplexers. I scan the beach horizon. There are plenty of people still milling about, packing up their beach spots and closing out the day. Nope, that's beach jellyfish. And that's just a smushed sandcastle. Oh, great. I finally get up the courage, and he's split town. Gone forever, lost to the alluring call of the sea. Wait. There he is. Teo struck up a conversation with some other randos on the beach. I watch him for a minute, examining his movements. Something is off, however. I can tell even from here. His expression is hesitant and nervous, and normally his hand motions are much more fluid and less agitated than what I'm seeing. He glances over, and from the corner of his eye, he notices me standing here. I watch on as, from what I can tell, he excuses himself from the conversation. As he directs his attention my way, his entire body relaxes. No longer the trepidation on his face, and there is an ease in his wave to me. He smiles at me instantly. Noticing his change makes me notice the shift in my own body. As he gets closer, I feel excited. My heart begins to beat faster in my chest as I smile from ear to ear. This is what I've been looking forward to. Hey, Teo. Beautiful evening, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Not as beautiful as you. You always do have a way with words, but Teo, I want to ask you something important. Oh, yeah? I wanted to ask you something too. What a coincidence. I wonder if it's the same thing. Well, I was hoping you weren't going to be busy for the rest of the evening, and that maybe you would like to spend it with me. Oh, well, I was going to ask you the same thing. You just beat me to it. I want nothing more than for us to be arm in arm, strolling across the ocean, the waves bubbling up to our feet. Wait a sec. Does that mean you're asking me out on a date? Well, yeah, but to be fair, I think you just asked me out on a date too. Which I'm in agreement with. Let's do the date thing. What? Really? That's great. Awkwardly, we both look away, but it's only for a moment, quickly returning our gaze to one another. I didn't really have much planned except wanting to spend time with you. I'm not the best at planning impromptu dates, or even planned dates for that matter. For the record, I'm very bad at dating.
Oh, don't even worry. I think I got the perfect idea.
You do? Of course you do. You're not only the king of dance, but you're also probably the king of dates, too.
I think you think very highly of me, but flirting doesn't always yield results. I've been much too busy to invest any time into a proper dating life, but you? Oof, you are worth every second. But I'm getting off track, as I often do when staring at you. I was perusing the local newspaper today, and I came across a drop-in special for the local dancing company. So, what say you? Will you let me sweep you off your feet?
But you know how bad of a dancer I am. You've watched me play Showtime stage. I don't so much as score points as flail my arms and legs around. It's neither graceful nor coordinated. I am in fact a danger to myself and others on the dance floor. Oh, I know. You aren't supposed to agree with me on that, Teo. Relax, Magnus. I was only teasing. And that's why I chose a dance style that I have no background in whatsoever. So actually, we'll be in the same boat. I'm afraid. Are there life vests on this boat? I might drown in a sea of missteps and sprained ankles. Also, now that I think of it, how can you, Swan Lake Teo, be bad at any dancing regardless of the type? We all have our strengths and weaknesses. And pray tell, what's your weakness? Ballroom dancing. What? When I picture ballroom dancing, I don't think of me and Teo. I think of ladies wearing extravagantly ruffled dresses covered in millions of sequins, men dressed in suits with their tails dangling behind them, and lots of waltzing. Surely, no jesting here, Magnus. Teo breaks our eye contact, turning to gaze at the ocean shore. For the past several months I've known you, you keep encouraging me to do more for myself. You've told me I focus too much on pleasing others and that I don't spend enough time on me. And you're completely right, Magnus. Well, I've been listening, and there is one thing I want. What's that?
I want to expand my dancing repertoire. I want to better myself and surpass the dancing talent I already have. I want to be a better Teo. Showtime Stage is a phenomenal game, and I love getting up there and strutting my stuff. But being in that community has taken me back to where it all started. Back to my first passion. Dancing. It's always been dancing. Being able to express myself through the flick of a wrist or the stomp of my foot. Nothing is more poetic nor alluring. Well, save for you, of course. Ballroom dancing has been the one style I've drawn away from, because you need 2 people to do it. And I've just never found the right partner.
Teo's longing gaze leaves the ocean to face me once again. His eyes are kind yet intense, and a smile gently parts his lips.
Until now.
My face flushes instantly, and I cannot break away from his gaze. Teo steps closer to me, and my heart beats faster. I lied before. About what? There are 2 things I want. Come on. Yes? Teo grins wider now, and his face is ever so slowly leaning towards mine. The first one is still the same, becoming a better dancer. But the second one is something I've longed for a while. My heart feels like it's going to beat right out of my chest. And that is a kiss from you. Would that be asking too much? Not at all. I would very much like to kiss you too. His smile melts my heart. We're inches away from each other. We both close our eyes and our lips meet. Yes. Fantastic. This is what it's all about, guys. This is what it's all about. Teo's lips are warm and soft, and I feel a wave of emotion wash over me. Before I know it, however, the kiss is over. His warmth leaves and we're apart. It was a delicate and simple kiss, one of honesty and appreciation. And it was perfect. Teo steps back and stretches out his arm toward me, his palm wide open. So, Magnus, I ask you again. Will you finally let me sweep you off your feet this time? I gently place my hand in his and he squeezes tightly. Yes, please. Sweep away. Cute. I love that we're going ballroom dancing. That's adorable. We arrive at All the Right Moves, Flotsam's dance hall. As much as I wanted to try out ballroom dancing in my fanciest attire, I didn't think to bring it to the beach. Hopefully, my usual hoodie will be adequate for all the twirling and sliding. Entering the dance hall, I respect its quaintness, much like the rest of Flotsam. It's got a hardwood floor, plenty of space, and music playing. What more do you need? Maybe an anti-anxiety? I don't know how I'm going to survive this. It's a beginner's class, don't look so nervous. I'll try, but there's so many other people here. Several other couples hang about, some stretching, some chatting. You'll do fine. To be honest, most people will be too busy looking at their partners or themselves in the mirror to focus on what we're doing. Plus, they're gonna make as many mistakes as we will. We're all just learning, no shame in that. Is ballroom dancing that difficult? You're making it seem difficult. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being picking up rocks, which is easy, and 10 being slaying a dragon, which is nigh impossible. So, what are we dealing with? 6.5. So, like, picking up the phone to an unknown caller. That rough, huh? Yep, I'm doomed. Yeah, not that easy. But I know with you by my side, we can accomplish anything, including a waltz. You might have too much faith in my ability to not trip over my own feet. Oh my god. Damn. What does he look like? He looks like a character from something. I can't place my finger on it. Maybe it'll come to me. We continue chatting amongst ourselves for a little while, until the instructor shows up. I can only assume so, since he's the one who looks the most confident among us. You have to be extremely confident to try and teach me how to dance. I applaud his moxie. The instructor sets up a vinyl record turntable, dropping the needle on a spicy waltz track. Immediately, speakers around the room crackle to life. Teo leans over and whispers to me. You ready? Yes, I think so. Ready to rock slide. The instructor raises his hands into the air and claps twice to get our attention and hush our chatter. Welcome to the intro to ballroom dancing. My name is Octavius Price, and I will be instructing you in all the right moves. Oh, I get it. Like the name of this place. Yes, exactly. You are a clever one, I can tell. But I hope you've all brought some passion to the dance floor this evening, because passion is the first step in becoming a dancer. You must feel the music with your entire body, and then use your entire body in tandem with your partner. Ballroom dancing is all about trusting your partner. The two of you will become one entity by the end of this class, completely in tune with one another. Octavius's voice was as rhythmic as the music, and his flamboyant expressions were matched with his hand motions. Every point he made was accentuated with a closed hand. His words made ballroom dancing very sensual and romantic even. Shall we begin? First of all, I want you to face your partner. Teo and I complied, and I couldn't help but smile shyly at each other. Something so innocent and simple felt so awkward and clumsy. Good, good. Now before we do anything else, I want you to all take a nice breath and relax. I was entirely grateful for the reminder to breathe as I was holding my breath the entire time. Next, I want you to each put a hand up to your partner's hand, feeling their weight against yours. No pushing or pulling, but balanced with each other. I gently put my hand up to Teo's, and I could feel our nervousness and the dewiness of our palms. Excellent. This is the first step in being connected to your partner. From here, you can both try swaying back and forth. Do you feel each other in the warmth of your hands? We both start moving our hips from side to side. Years of dancing have made Teo's hip movements fluid and deft. It's entrancing. Nice moves, Magnus. Why, thank you. I blush and look down, embarrassed, but I let a grin slide on my face. Good, good. You are doing splendidly. Next, whoever is leading, cup your hand on your partner's shoulder blade, and the other will rest their hand on the leader's shoulder. Before I can do anything, Teo instantly rests his hand over my shoulder blade, and in return, I rest my arm on his. Octavius Price walks around the classroom, correcting people's posture and hand positions. He stops next to Teo and I and pushes both of us closer together. Don't be afraid to get nice and cozy either. Oh, I won't. Now that you two have become one, this is the first holding position. From here, you can do just about anything. Take another moment to truly feel each other's body, heart, and soul. You will need all three for the next moves. Teo and I are so very close, his body brushed up against mine, and I can feel his warm breath on my neck. My heart swells being so near to him. Every time our eyes meet, I can't help but blush feverishly and bashfully look away. Keeping eye contact is insanely difficult at this point. And even though we shared a kiss already, this is definitely much more intimate. I won't ever let you go. Octavius proceeded to teach us some basic moves, like the foxtrot, waltz, and the salsa. It took a while to get each of the steps down, but after several missteps, much giggling, and lots of repetition, Teo and I were dancing as one. Dancing with Teo like this was a dream come true. I felt so comfortable to be in his arms, and we really were quite the pair. Wonderful, wonderful. I think you've earned some freestyle time. Freestyle? Yes, yes. It's all about individual expression, freeform, if you will. Become one with your partner in the music. Let your heart and feet guide you. Do not think, just act.
Care to dance?
What do you think? Shall we give it a go? Now that I've mastered the basics, I think I'm ready for some advanced techniques. But how should I use our free time? I'd like to take the lead this time. Let's try something entirely new. You should continue leading. I'd like to lead this time. Teo's been leading this entire time, and I think it's only fair that I get a chance to try too. Teo, do you mind if I try being the one to lead? Not at all. I thought you'd never ask. It's too much pressure. Plus, I want you to show me what you got. I grin wickedly at Teo as we quickly switch hand positions. I'm much more suited for the leading role anyway. As event manager, I know how to take control. Oh my, those words are like music to my ears. Lead on. We repeat all the basic moves we learned earlier in the class. Feels mostly the same, but nice to be the one controlling the direction. Teo's feet follow mine in perfect harmony, and before we know it, we're twirling around the dance floor in a balletic waltz. Teo smiles wide as I guide him into an underarm turn. Now this I could get used to. Hold on tight, Teo. I've saved my best move for last. I'm gonna dip. Oh? Show me. I wrap my arm around Teo's waist and dip him. His foot gracefully kicks up in the air, as he completely puts his trust in me to not drop him. I respond by keeping a firm and comforting hold of him and dip him even lower. Our eyes lock and we're instantly lost in each other's gazes. I dare not turn away, not even for a second. This is where I want to be, just like this. Octavius Price interrupts our moment with a clap of his hands. It was only a moment, but... I gently bring Teo back up, never letting go of his hand, and we listen to what our instructor has to say. Excellent job, everyone. You should all give yourself a pat on the back. And thus concludes the intro to ballroom dancing class. I hope you've all enjoyed yourselves, and we will see you all next time at All the Right Moves. We all clapped for each other, and Octavius took a slight bow. As people began shuffling out of the hall, Teo and I lingered for a moment to smile at each other and just enjoy the moment. We had such a good time, and I do have to say, for not knowing anything, Teo and I did remarkably well. Octavius even took note that we far excelled the other couples in the room. You both have so much potential, I'm amazed. Not everyone catches on as quickly as you two did. I have a special going on right now. You two should come back and do some private lessons with me. We would, but I'm afraid we're only here on holiday for the weekend. Quite the shame, really. But if you ever are back in Flotsam, don't forget your friend, Octavius Price. I don't think we could forget you if we tried. Idly, I wonder if maybe this guy is a distant cousin of Hamza. I was gonna say, they're kind of similar in personality. Three of us all had a nice chuckle before Teo and I returned to each other once more. Hey, I got a hankering to do some night swimming. Let's go cool off by the waves. That sounds absolutely perfect. Dancing did work up quite the sweat, and the nice cool ocean breeze would feel good against the skin. Plus, I don't want this evening to end anytime soon. What a cute date. Oh my god. I love that. Adorable. After a quick ride back to the hotel to freshen up, we found ourselves back on the beach. The full moon hung in the midnight sky, twinkling stars illuminating the sandy shore. You couldn't have asked for a more perfect night. So, here we are back on the beach. The waves are calm, and the water is still warm. By the coy tune in Teo's voice, I knew something was up. But exactly what kind of shenanigans Teo was planning, I wasn't sure. Before I could inquire, Teo immediately starts shedding clothes. First, his sleeveless sweatshirt. I can feel my body temperature rise exponentially as I can't help but stare at his well-defined pectoralis muscles. Then his track pants. Oh, I was like, what? Didn't I just read that? I make a fist with my hands and concentrate, trying desperately to keep my mind and body unchecked, leaving only his very small swimwear. I've already witnessed all of the glory that is Teo in a Speedo from earlier today, but this feels so much different after everything we've shared this evening. Normally, I could fool myself into it, just being a nice dream, but now it's suddenly become very real very quickly. Let's go skinny dipping. What? 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 Skinny dipping with Teo? Fuck it. I mean, why not? You're only young and carefree once, right? It's an innocent little swim. Who am I kidding? It's about as corrupt as one can get, but to hell with it. Skinny dip? Oh, not hecking. No! We are not hecking. Oh no. I start to remove my clothes, but before I get anywhere, Teo stops me. Magnus, I was only joking. Teo, you can't just do that to someone. But I just did. When you said night swimming, I thought you meant swimming at nighttime, like the current time of day it is. Teo busts up laughing. Night swimming is the definition of skinny dipping. It is not. Is it? It is. Astonished I fell for such a silly trick, I can't help but laugh with Teo. I chide him in jest. You are bad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. What can I say? I'm a naughty boy. But in all seriousness, I really did want to go swimming. Teo gives one more wink my direction before darting towards the ocean. With a runner's sprint, he hits the shore in no time and takes a leaping dive right into the crashing waves. Seconds later, he emerges from the ocean, combing his hands through his saltwater-soaked hair. Come on in, the water's perfect. A refreshing dip in the ocean with Teo does sound like fun, but do I chance getting wet this late at night? Make me. I like teasing Teo as much as he enjoys teasing me. It's about time he got a taste of his own medicine. I give him my best wink. I bet you can't get me in that ocean. Go ahead and try and make me. Oh, is that a challenge? 'Tis. I think this is one I'm about to win. The playfulness of our banter turns into Teo bounding toward me. You can't catch me. I wait till he gets closer and roll right out of his grasp. You're fast, but not fast enough. Teo darts around and catches me in a hug. I laugh happily as he picks me up. I playfully fight back and he squeezes me closer. Both of us have huge smiles on our faces. Still in his embrace, he walks us back into the ocean, the cool water tickling my skin. What was that about not being able to get you into the ocean? Fine, fine. You win this time. Teo lets me down gently, and the second he has his back turned, I dunk my hands into the water. Scooping up as much water as I can, I splash him with all my strength. I continue the onslaught until I feel he is appropriately drenched and my arms tired. Teo laughs and smiles in return. I deserved that, didn't I? You did, and now we're even. Good. A truce is in order then. I accept. We are now officially truced. As much as the water feels nice, it is relatively cold and I feel my skin prickle. Even in the moonlight, Teo takes notice of it. We don't want you to turn into a prune, do we? No, but I don't think I would mind being a plum if I had to be a fruit. Teo walks over to me and puts his hands on my shoulders. Once again, I find myself lost in his gaze, his gentle expression accentuated in the light of the moon. Come on, let's get you out of the ocean. Let me carry you back. It's only fair since I carried you in. I nod in agreement. Teo leans over, putting his arm in the crook of my knees. I gently fall into him as he picks me up. My arms find themselves wrapping around his neck, and I bury my flushed face into his chest. Teo carries me ashore and gently places me on the sand. My toes touch the gritty sand, and once I'm stable beneath my feet? Yeah, okay. The capitalized kind of threw me off there. I look back up at Teo. He brings up his hand and places it on my cheek. I nuzzle my face into his soft hand and gingerly kiss his palm. This is so cute, by the way. This is actually adorable. Oh my god. Beach day. Oh my god. Anytime, in any show, like anime, regular show, any show ever, where it has like the beach episode, about to become my favorite episode, that's for sure. Oh my god. You are stunning. Smiling, he waits for my gaze to return to his before he leans over and kisses me passionately. I can still taste the ocean salt on his lips. I stay winning. Actually, I stay winning. All good things must come to pass. Plus, it's very cold, and I feel a burning need to be very dry again. Soon we've toweled off, changed back into our normal, if now somewhat damp, clothes, and are enjoying the evening air rather than the evening water. Cute!
I know this might seem sudden, but you mean so much to me.
This is adorable. I have to do this so I can take a screenshot for my thumbnail. So excuse me while I do that. Okay, we're back now. Also, I'm sorry, but wearing jeans to the beach is crazy work. That is crazy work. Anyways, truth is, I feel the same way, Teo.
Well then, I'm glad we're in agreement. You inspire me to be a better person, to keep working on myself and also remembering to take time to honor myself.
Teo, I want you to know, I'll always be here for you, cheering you on. Teo wraps his arms around me and hugs me close.
Thanks. Thanks for indulging me with the ballroom dancing, and thank you for joining me on this lovely evening.
I'll do it as many times as you want. It was totally a new experience, and I'm glad I got to share it with you. I'm going to hold you to that. Teo's arms relax, and he reaches behind himself to retrieve a small picnic basket. When did you... A gentleman never divulges his secrets. Fair enough. I gladly start munching on a miniature feast of fruit, cheese, and bread. Oh my god. What I wouldn't do for some good cheese and bread right now. Teo joins me and pours us each a glass of wine. Oh, I hate wine, though. Let us toast to this magnificent evening. To you. I clink my glass with his. To you. We continue toasting to everything and anything. To the moon, to the stars, to the funplex. Eventually, my stomach is satisfied and I'm feeling a little tipsy from all the toasts. I scoop myself up next to Teo and he lays his arm around my shoulders. I lay my head on Teo's shoulder and he hugs me close. I can feel his warmth and I smile wide. At this rate, I know I won't get much sleep, but I couldn't care less. I feel such peace being in his arms. I cuddle up closer to him and he squeezes me tight.
You're wonderful.
You too. There's nothing else to say. For the rest of our time on the beach, we enjoy the silence of the night, save for the crash of the waves on the shore. Oh, I don't want anything to get fucked up. I'm so scared. And that's how Teo and I found each other. I'd call our lunchtime party the high watermark, one perfect moment in time, but I was wrong. This was it. And in the difficult weeks ahead, I'd cling to that high watermark in hopes the wave would roll my way again. Difficult? No. Can't I just be happy? Completed. You're winning friends and influencing people. Oh, and pizza fact time. 3 of the top 10 weeks of pizza consumption occur in January. More pizza is consumed during the big game week than other week of the year. Yes, please. Save. Alright, since I have done 2 episodes, it seems like a good time to stop. Can I go back to the menu? I sure can. Fade out, please. It's so loud. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, so that was that. What? Oh, I love that episode. Wonderful. Literally me, when the dating sim actually gets to, like, the romance part, I'm like, wow. Awesome. This is what I'm here for. Like, obviously, it's more than the date part, but, like, it's kind of what I'm here for. You know, that's what I wanted. I wanted the date part. I still like the story and stuff, don't get me wrong, but, like, the minute I can start romancing, now I'm invested. Now I'm good. I can't believe that was, like, we're only really a little over, like, halfway through, unless the next episodes are, like, super short, but, like, you know, like, what is gonna happen? I'm so scared. I don't want anything, like, horrible to happen, but narratively, I fear that may happen. But that is gonna be it for today. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it, especially if you made it this far. If you did make it this far, it would mean a lot if you subscribed. So that would be really, really cool if you did. If you want to see me play more games like this or games not like this, I try to have plenty of variety because I like a variety of different things. So this is just what the current thing is, and after this, we'll see. So otherwise, you can go ahead and like the video if you liked it, share with everybody and everybody if you so choose. I do have a book out, by the way, if you like romance, if you like vampires, if you like gay vampires. My book is out pretty much everywhere, ebook form and paperback form, so you can go ahead and go buy it. I made it as cheap as I possibly could, I swear. So I tried to make it as affordable as one could do it. Everything is in my link tree to where you can find it, so that is out there for you. All my socials are down in my link tree as well if you want to follow me on anything else. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you guys so much again, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye!